Yeah.
What's up?
Nothing. Another day.
Good. Listen, I just want to I wasn't planning on doing a hangout, but so many things happened today. I said, you know what? I'm going to have a hangout. The hell with that.
It's all good.
You know,
Yeah, it's all good.
it is. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on out here. And then Kamala, I listened to her and I was like, this bitch done lost her damn mind.
Yeah, when she said she ain't doing no.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I was like, the nerve of this bitch.
Listen, I'm not doing nothing for these niggas.
hmm That's exactly what she said. And then did you hear Bernie Sanders too?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, was that Bernie Sanders or was that Fred Astaire?
Yeah.
He was dancing all around that motherfucker subject wagon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tap dancing and flipping and hopping and floating over the question.
Right. But see, you can't forget the fact that this man straight out said he was opposed to reparations back in 2016.
Yeah, he said no easy, but when it came to saying yes, what does that mean? I mean, what are you saying? I don't know what you're saying. What does that mean?
Yeah.
What does that mean? I don't know. I don't want to be divisive.
Right.
But then when he asked in 26, no, it's divisive. Niggas don't need money. Niggas don't need money. Niggas need everything with money.
Right. And he doesn't even think that his own people, it's too divisive for them to have reparation. I mean, this man is a Jew. Okay.
Exactly.
Reparations every single year from the US and the Holocaust didn't happen here.
And it didn't take place at our hands, even if it did.
Right. And not only that, their shit was only for 4 years. Chattel slavery, we talking over 400 years of hell, and they went through 4 years.
Exactly.
And acting as if that was the worst thing to happen on the whole earth.
Basically.
And we know that's a bunch of bullshit.
I mean, maybe somewhere in some universe, 4 years is longer than 400 years.
All I can say is that's some badass high IQ counting. That's what
that is horrible, man.
Ask high IQ counting.
Okay. What happened in them 4 years is worth money. What happened in those 400 years, we don't know how to begin to. What? Fuck you mean you don't know how to begin? I can help you.
Yeah. So what you're saying is your pain in those 4 years is greater than our pain that's gone on for centuries and still happening to this day.
Yeah, of course it is. But look, like I said, they never tell them to forget that their shit is never forget the Holocaust. And they'll never say that. When it come to us, why do you gotta bring up the past?
Right. Either that or they will say to you, well, I didn't have a slave. That is the dumbest. I said, if Black people were on top of their game, we would be able to drag their ass.
Well, I heard of this. I never gassed the Jew. We paid their reparations. I never put a Japanese man in the internment camp. Right. We paid their reparations. I never put no Indian on no reservation. Their shit is tax free and they get money from me all the time. Right. So I don't understand your point.
Right. We didn't put no Indians in no damn mass grave. And
exactly.
The bottom line is a lot happened to us. Now, when they say to us, well, I never had a slave, so why should you get reparations? Slaves are dead. That's dumb. That tells me your ass is ignorant of history. Okay. Number 2, after slavery was over, remember, we went through Reconstruction. During Reconstruction, white mobs burnt down over 200 Black towns and thousands of people got lynched. We went through 92 years of Jim Crow. Jim Crow is still happening to this day. All you got to do is bring up the killing of unarmed black people. Cops can kill us unarmed. Citizens can kill us unarmed. That's why somebody like George Zimmerman is walking around to this day. What do? They make these bogus phone calls out in public on black people. They're not doing this to every damn body. They're doing that shit to us. We know job discrimination. We know housing discrimination. And to this day, all these sundown towns are across America. You niggas better be out of here before it gets dark. Okay. So,
right.
So where did that go? So when you say you didn't have a slave, then you are Xing out all of the history that happened all the way up to this day.
Well, that's really not nothing new for them to X out the history though. When you consider the shit in every textbook across the country, they trying to get rid of slavery. Oh, that never existed. That never happened to you, nigga. Why are you pretending, nigga? That didn't happen to you, darky.
Yeah.
Calm down, darky.
A lot has happened to us after physical slavery. The only thing that ended was the way many of us have to work. Is it really over? Is it really over?
Oh well, no. I used to say that every day, and people used to. Why do you say that? I was like, well, if I work every day just to get the money back to the people I'm basically working for, then how is that not slavery?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that type of thinking is too in depth for them, I guess.
Right. Well, and not only that, when mass incarceration happened, what did all these corporations set up their work in the prison system? So yeah, slavery is still alive and well. So when they're saying that nobody got a slave, society as a whole has a slave as long as you're working all these black people behind bars for these endless list of corporations.
Yeah. For some reason, that seems to escape them, is that, we're not, I guess because they don't physically own one of us, I guess it's supposed to be better. But no, that's just not how it works.
Well, when you really think about it, when we're all behind bars, yeah, America is, still owns slaves. You still own slaves.
Yeah. Nah, they're mad because they don't physically own one of us. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean when I say they figure because they don't physically own one of us, it ain't no slavery. Because one of us don't come home to the house and shit.
Right. Well,
you're not at my house, Negro.
Well, they don't want to own one of us to this day. That could be deadly for them.
That's what they say. I would never own one of you. I understand why. I kill you in your sleep and take everything you own.
Yeah, right. I mean, it would just be too easy to do. Yeah,
that's no bullshit. So I can understand. I agree with you when you say, when you say some shit like, oh no, I would never enslave. Of course you never would.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, that's not even nothing that I'm, in fear of.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I always find that argument funny when they bring it up. Well, I never had a slave, as if there is nothing else in this country that ever happened to black folks. That's just the one thing that happened. All the other shit that happened after that, no, that didn't happen. You shouldn't get reparations because I did not have you enslaved. Okay, that's
right. Because I specifically didn't do it. I specifically didn't do it, nigga. Someone else did. So why are you mad at me? I did nothing. I did nothing to you.
Mm-hmm. And that somebody looked just like you, right?
Motherfucker. You did nothing. All right. That's the problem. You didn't do nothing.
Exactly.
When all that shit was going on, you ain't do nothing. You just sat there and let it happen. You was cool with my captivity. You was fine with my imprisonment. Right. You lived a life of luxury off of me living and laughing for years and years and years with no profit or no benefit, no restitution for what all the work our ancestors had done. And then I get to hear shit like, "Oh, you lazy? You want to profit off your ancestors? Yeah, you did."
Right. And number two, there is no hard working person more than black people in this country. Black people that I know, they get up and work their asses off every day.
What my man say?
For the most unappreciative society on the face of the earth that really ain't worthy of our labor, but they get it anyway. But they sure didn't earn it.
And people talk about slaves. I mean, talk about blacks are lazy, man. No, our folks literally work for free. You work for free. Your ancestors will want to go somewhere and sit down too.
Right. Yeah, but you know what? You got to look at the timeline on when we became lazy. See, as long as we were on the plantations, everything was cool. But as soon as
the hardest working bucks ever, but as soon as we asked for money, we got lazy.
Right, then all of a sudden we're lazy because we didn't want to be free labor anymore.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, nigga. You don't want to work for free for me, you lazy boy. Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And not to mention how they used to use the Bible to justify everything.
They still do.
Mm-hmm.
They still do. Or you shoot up. Why they shoot up? Because Jesus told me to stop letting you black people rape up all the white women. What?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus told you what? Jesus ain't said no shit like that.
Yeah, right.
You just talking shit now, white man.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's why we have to shoot you niggers unarmed, because you're raping our women.
Yeah, simple shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple ass shit. That's what it is. All you niggas, you're raping our women and stealing all our jobs. Look, at the same time, we are unemployed, but we stealing all their jobs. That's how you know that this shit just rooted in hatred. Because this shit don't never make no sense. First, we all unemployed and on welfare, but then we taking all their jobs. We can't be doing both of them.
Right. Well, it's just like the argument over us having babies. They sit there and complain having all them damn babies and going on welfare. And then on the other hand, black women have the most abortions.
Well, I'm about to say now, which one is they doing? Having babies or abortion?
Right. And our people are not thinking. And many of them go along with that argument too. Yeah, y'all having all them damn abortions. Well, we can't be having a bunch of mess of babies all over the place and having abortions at the same time. So what the hell is it? How are we having the most abortions and having the most babies? I mean, what they're saying to us makes absolutely no sense.
Oh, you niggas having all these damn babies and then having all these abortions.
Yeah.
Damn it, nigga. The nerve of you, nigga.
All the abortions are black women, but we're having all the babies too. I mean, come on, think about what they're saying. And number two, that is factually incorrect. No one is having more abortions than white women. That white woman has always been the one having all those abortions. Why do you think white people are the main ones outside of abortion clinics? Just look at it. If black people were having all of those abortions, would you see all them white people outside of abortion clinics picketing? Be real.
No, bro.
I mean, seriously, over here in New Jersey, I see them periodically, and it ain't nothing but white folks outside of the abortion clinics picketing them.
That's the only time I used to see white folk in DC on the south side, when there used to be an abortion clinic around here, and it'd be some Peckerwood dressed up in some Halloween mask with a Lady Liberty outfit on, talk about abortion kills. I remember one time I seen the dude push that Bama out the way. You get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Dude, man, get the fuck on out my damn way.
Mm-hmm. Well, Shawnette, I'm not surprised the judge stopped all abortions in Missouri. These folks are getting desperate. They're not having babies, and it's getting to the point where they're desperate. I mean, birth rates is down to nothing. Remember, white
I'm
people
about to say.
in any state.
I'm about to say, he wants he doing the wrong thing, the dumb motherfucker. It ain't the abortions. It's probably the motherfucking chemicals in their water, or probably the lead levels or some certain shit that ain't supposed to be there. Or it's probably some regulation, some politician let loose where it's something getting pumped in the air where they can't have babies like they supposed to. But it's something that they did.
Right. But we ain't trying to diagnose them. we ain't trying to diagnose them and let them not have babies.
No, that's their shit. Hey, look, they said, look, they ain't gonna listen to me. And look, even if it is the case, that's the thing about them. You can tell them what it is. They're not gonna listen to us.
No, they think we know nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was a nigga on the Titanic and they don't know about it. He rolled away. He was like, there's an iceberg coming. Nigga, you don't know. All right. What are you doing? Don't worry about it. You're fired. No, well, something tells me nobody will know that you're going to get fired.
Yeah. Taryn, do you want to come on the panel? Let me see. I'll send him the link. Let's see here. Get that link for you.
I just saw August Dream in the Jason Black chat joint. August be out that joint ejecting. Get the fuck up out of here. Get that shit. What you say? Get the fuck. That's right. I had August. I'll make August a mod on my channel. Y'all coming there talking that monkey shit. You gonna get dropped like a bad habit. Come to Peckerwood Punishment talking that shit, and you gonna get the Peckerwood treatment.
Yeah. Don't
come here talking that old Kamala Harris and John Lewis big head ass shit.
Yeah. You still got them, and and Roland, they're really sore that we're not getting behind Kamala.
You dumbass, you dumbass, dumb motherfucker, this bullshit. Now you punk ass, new ass niggas. Bernie Sanders hit that shit though. He said, "What about reparations? What do you mean about reparations? What is that? I've never heard of the word. What are you talking about?" Mm-hmm. I wish I was questioning, motherfucker. Don't play dumb. I'll smack you in your bald ass head, looking like the doctor off Back to the Future.
Yeah, right.
Fuck him, Donnie. Motherfucker look like it's a DeLorean. I was like, come on, Marty, we're going back to the future. The fuck up out of here.
I know, right? But yeah, Roland's a mess. Roland is a mess. But yeah, he does mostly, he be trying to cuss everybody out on Twitter.
Man, ain't nobody look. Kamala Harris dad said, "We're not fucking with you. You don't even eat curry goat." Mm-hmm. Tariq said her father a coon, and he's still on. When you got a coon buddy and he don't mess with you, oh no, this is too much coon shit you're doing, man.
Yeah.
You're talking about you associating with them niggas.
Yeah. Yeah, he got upset about the weed stuff she was talking about.
Yeah,
that right there just gave away. I don't think she's that closely connected with her Jamaican side of the family at all. I think Daddy just came out and gave that away.
Look, bitch, you ain't know that was the stereotype. Next, she gonna say she half Italian and her cousin was in the mob. Mm-hmm. Bitch, don't you know that them the stereotypes they ain't proud of that shit.
Yeah.
It's everybody ain't proud of stupid shit.
Right. But see, that's all she does when she comes to the Black community. It's just a bunch of stereotypes are constantly coming out of her mouth. And what the hell does she mean? That it's almost like she's trying to acknowledge all of the disparities that have happened to Black people. And in the same token, she's telling you, you don't deserve nothing.
Nah, and then trying to code it with, but see, if we do stuff for you, everybody gonna be impacted. Get the fuck out of here. What you trying to say is, bitch, you don't want to do nothing for. See, she tried that slick talk, like, oh, you'll all be impacted if I do this. No, we ain't worried about everybody. Every time
we're not trying to impact the damn country. We're talking about us. What the hell is what is she talking about?
I don't know, because every time we try to invite other people or other people get mentioned with our shit, we get left out this shit.
Brainstorm, we ain't talking about Black and what it means. You must be a troll. We're not even on no subject. You gotta be a troll. You see what he wrote? May I ask why y'all use the term Black? We're not using the term Black. We're talking about Kamala Harris. So why are you in my comment section raising an issue that we're not even talking about? That's the real question.
Yeah. May I ask why you focus on that dumb shit right now?
I mean, is that going to stop us from being oppressed?
Yeah, I'm about to say, all right now we about to call each other weebles. Is that going to change anything?
Yeah. You know, come on. Don't come with that nonsense.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that old non sequitur stupid bullshit. We try and get solutions. Real tangible solutions.
We're talking about a whole different subject matter. We ain't talking about what we call ourselves, and that's really irrelevant. If I call myself pink, yellow, blue tomorrow morning, is that going to stop me from being oppressed?
Right. I'm gonna call myself the Emperor, LVZ. You think that's gonna stop a cop from Billy Club in my head if he feel like it?
Okay. That's a troll.
That's a dumbass. That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's a goddamn dumbass is what that.
I mean, it really, that's it. That's the best thing you can come to the comment section.
Come up with, yeah. It's white supremacists in the Coast Guard trying to do hits where I live at. And you asking me why I call myself Black. Because he called me Black. He called me worse than Black. He called me a motherfucking target. And we refer to something. Man, refer to them motherfucking bullets he was about to shoot at our ass.
Yep. His damn ass had an arsenal.
Arsenal. He right up here in Silver Spring. And look, why one of the contractors I be working for called me, said, man, I seen that shit on the news and I thought about some of the shit we be doing. I said, yeah, moving all them people with them guns all across the country, and we could have moved his crazy ass.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, look, he's one of many out there. Let me tell you, them old crazy freaks like that, they're everywhere.
Machine guns. I'm talking about mounted machine gun. You motherfucker got all the guns, and it still ain't gonna help them because you can't shoot but one at a time.
Exactly. And when you're shooting, your back is always turned to somebody.
Exactly.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Not like you can't be taken out.
Yeah, while you shooting, you get shot. You trying to lay down, shoot that. Somebody said, would you like to have that junk? I said, fuck no. Where I'm going to lay down with this big motherfucker? After I let all them shots go and they know where I'm at, now I'm in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And speaking of shooting, do you see, let me share my screen. All of these Chicago cops are committing suicide.
Good.
I'll share my screen with you so you can see this
Let's see this.
for everyone. Right here. This just came out on NPR February 26, 2019. 5 Chicago police officers died by suicide since July.
Uh-huh.
Is the department doing enough? I don't think they should do anything.
They are nah. It's because the department doing too much,
Yeah,
and it's hard for them to live with themselves.
yeah. I mean, let's
Look,
face it, we know all them damn shootings are not them people in Chicago. Those cops are doing all them damn shootings.
we keep forgetting to talk about that. That's the leading cause of their. When it come to gunfire, they mostly die like that.
Yeah.
They don't get shot by criminals more than they shoot themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's very
So,
true.
so a lot of this, and then just like that domestic violence shit. If you want to find a wife beater, he probably in a blue uniform.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I had made a video on that. I said, you know, some of these cops are bigger criminals than the people they're arresting.
You want to find alcoholic? He in a blue uniform, or watch this twist, or in a green uniform that say United States military.
You know, here in New Jersey, we had a state trooper that got into a bunch of accidents in his cruiser, drunk. And it went on for like over a 10-year period. They wouldn't do nothing to this cop. And he kept going behind the wheel drunk and got in a few accidents, and they just let him stay out there.
Yep. They had the same thing happen with a cop here in PG County.
Uh-huh.
He kept wrecking motherfuckers, and they wouldn't do nothing to him. Wouldn't even take his license. My sister got rear-ended by a cop.
Uh-huh.
They took his side. I said her whole back end destroyed. They took the cop side.
Yeah. Yeah, they do that all the time. Yeah. You know, back in the day, my mom had told me when I was a child, my grandfather got into a car accident. This was down in Ben Hill County, Georgia, where they live. My grandparents live. And said the whole accident was the white man's fault. But, you know, because of all of the Jim Crow and discrimination and everything that was going on down there, they put the whole accident on my grandfather, and this white guy hit him in his vehicle. But the cop put the whole accident on my grandfather because he was black.
Ain't this a bitch?
You know? But see, they think that, you know, we all can tell stories of things happening in our own family. It goes back to what I was saying before. That's why I laugh when they say, well, I didn't have a slave. Why should y'all get reparations? Man, I don't think there's any black people, including the coons, if they were being real, that couldn't tell stories of our own family or even ourselves being discriminated against.
I mean, look, it don't matter if you had a slave, you still benefited. But look, how did you benefit? You didn't have to do the work that slave was doing.
Right. And you benefit even to this day by keeping us oppressed and keeping us from prospering financially in this country. And they have done that systematically because they know deep down inside, if we were able to do what we want, we would have rose above them a long time ago, and always let Black Wall Street be your guideline. You know, it show you that we rose above them at one point in time financially.
But we gotta stop doing that. It's not just Black Wall Street. We gotta stop doing that, sis.
Far more than that. Yeah. Well, see, when I was growing up in the city of Philadelphia, because, you know, I grew up in the hood, there were Black businesses all up and down around there during that time. You know, you don't see it as much now, but back then there were a lot, almost all the businesses around me were Black.
Right. Think about it. Look, The Houston riots. That was a prominent black-owned town. They set that shit. Arkansas riots,
Yep.
Chicago riots, all of the riots in the 1919, that bloody summer, all of that, the hot red summer, that was all about race riots. Them all storming the prosperous black communities and stealing their land.
Right.
So it wasn't just Black Wall Street.
No. In fact, Wilmington, North Carolina, that was predominantly black. After the riots, to this day, is predominantly white, because after the riot, they took their homes, they took those black businesses that were there. And I want y'all all to always remember, when they have businesses that have been passed down through the generations, a lot of those businesses started with a black owner, and that business got stolen. This is history that's always being left out. So a lot of time, oh, well, this been in my family since blah, blah, blah. And go back and look at the history of those towns those businesses were in. And you'll realize real fast, a lot of these businesses that's been passed down in the family were stolen.
Yeah. And that's what was happening in this documentary called Banished I watched. They stole all these people's land. It was like the black people owned it, then disappeared. Then
Right.
20 years later, a white person sold it to another white person. They was like, how the fuck did he even get the deed? And then when they asked the cracker, well, they should do something to pay us back.
Right.
They said, oh, well, I mean, you know, things should be forgiven. How would you even pay something? Like, whenever they talk about us, they always say, well, how would you even pay? Because they know how much they owe.
Right, right. And not only that, you didn't ask the Jews that. You did not ask them, well, how much do we need to pay to Israel? Well, you don't say that to anybody else. That's how you know what they're saying to you is completely bogus. It's a bunch of bullshit.
And I mean that what I'm saying in the chat room. If y'all don't smash the like for me and Lisa, R. Kelly's going to pee on you.
Yeah, you don't want that.
You don't want that. And he gonna get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gonna be crying on a documentary like Terry Crews talking about I got peed on by R. Kelly.
Yeah, right.
And you don't want to be Terry Crews.
You sure don't. You don't want to be that bald-headed coon.
No.
You sure don't. You know, I mean, I was listening to him the other day, and all I can do is shake my head. Terry, that man is a fool.
Well, tapping Terry, sitting there crying, smoking weed with motherfucker Mike Tyson, two ignorant ass coons.
Mm-hmm.
Big ignorant ass. So Mike Tyson couldn't even say the word. What is it? Toxic maraschino.
No.
Toxic maraschino, nigga, is masculinity. This nigga eating dessert. I don't know what he talking about.
I don't know what Mike Tyson be talking about either.
Talk about he advocating. He going to Congress advocating for smoking weed. It's a picture of Mike Tyson smoking a 7-foot-long joint with his big crazy ass.
Oh, wow.
Mike don't realize he has been the living stereotype for white people. The big out of control crazy nigga that'll do anything for money. Look at Mike Cruz.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Adros Z, you must be a troll. Okay, I'm not going to give you anything. You got Google. You know, I can't stand you trolls. Go Google anything you don't understand or don't know. Go Google it. Okay, there is no need in you coming and asking. Well, they steal black businesses, yes, and you stole their bank accounts and everything. Everything stolen. Everything stolen. So let's not try to act like these things never happened. It's all documented in history, right along with the fact that white people did not work during chattel slavery. Even that's documented. Go out there and Google it, because we ain't your foot soldiers that's going to look up stuff for you.
Nah, you gotta go. It's right.
You claim you
It was.
got high IQ, so go look it up yourself.
I mean, I said the name. If your IQ was so high, are you really a black person, Adros? Did y'all check to see if Adros just trolling or he dumb? Cause I've come to see that we got a lot of dumb people out there.
Yeah.
And what y'all gotta understand is this the advanced class. We ain't got time for your slow ass. So if you slow and don't know, before you start asking questions, tell us excuse your ignorance. Tell us you just don't know. So we know to take the proper time to school your ass real quick. But right now it's too late in the game for us to be having to tell you what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, if you a no face troll with no channel and no content, we gonna block you. And that's what Adro Z is. I just went to his shit.
Yeah, that's a troll. That's a troll. Because as soon as we start talking about stuff, that's a notorious thing that they do. Well, oh well, where's the proof on this? What do you mean? Where's some proof? You go look it up.
That's just like, what I was looking up, sis? I was looking up Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Ivan Van Sertima, if you look him up on Wikipedia, they dismiss everything that man said about the OMAC heads and all of that shit about it being Africa and talking about, oh no, they didn't have sharp enough tools to make them look European, so they just made them look African. And then that's when Dr. Ben said, well, if that's the case, how they make eyelids?
Right.
Which one thinner, a nose or an eyelid?
Right.
And they got quiet. So, and if you look it up, they say it was some Jewish man, Gil Daniel, Daryl Daniel, or whatever his name is, that discredited Dr. Ivan Van Sertima and threw all of his teachings away as hogwash and Afrocentric fantasies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So another cracker trying to take away our history and our history.
Right.
And this was the beginning of that. And I was just looking at that. I was like, well, who is this guy? And then when you look it up, it say he's a studier of European theology. And I said, oh, well, he biased off the break. He studied European history. He look, he don't even go, his existence don't go back as far as ours, people. Right. So he can't tell us how long we been here if we been here before him.
That's right. And think about it too. Look at all the inventions that were stolen. Those were also potential businesses our people could have had if their inventions were not stolen. They didn't get an opportunity to sell what they created. Somebody else profited and benefited off of the sales of those items that that our people came up with. So get out of here when you're sitting up here talking about, well, where's the documents on you had, or your businesses were stolen, man? If you don't get your butt out of here.
Right. And
one thing about it, y'all were so arrogant and still are. You weren't ashamed to document a lot of stuff.
Right. And then y'all got bombers like Richard Spencer out here talking that monkey shit. There's no way, all right? There's no way that the Egyptians were black, okay? They were darker white people. What?
Yeah, well, yeah, it is a way because Egypt is sitting right there in Africa. There is a way that they were black people.
Jason Black was hitting them with all that. Okay, well,
and if they made pyramids, where the fuck are they now? How come we don't see none where it's primarily white people over in Europe?
Y'all just forgot how to do it.
Yeah.
No, it was something we did before y'all learned how to steal from us.
Mm-hmm.
It was something we made so far ahead of y'all being born and into existence of what we call man. You're mankind.
Right.
Man, you ain't really a man. You kind of one.
Right. And Egypt was already ancient by the time they were even found in them caves. Egypt had already went through several dynasties by then. And they were still crawling around on all fours and in caves. So, no, there's no way they had any part in building up that place, because that place was at most part was built up before anybody even discovered they were in the damn caves.
Right. And when they found him, he ain't know what the fuck he found. Cause they was covered in shit and fur and blood and piss.
Yeah, they said they didn't even know what color they was. They were so filthy and dirty.
Like, hey, this is this, y'all white. Hey, this is this. I didn't know y'all was white. I thought y'all was my complex.
Yeah. Yeah, that no. And another thing that's a giveaway. Look at the Caucasus Mountains where they came from, Mount Seir. Go pull up Mount Seir and look at Mount Seir. Do you see any monuments around there that resemble anything from Egypt? Do you see any paintings on those cave walls that look like Egypt? There's nothing there. There's no monuments, nothing, just those holes that they lived in. So if they were such the builders of all the extravagant things, how come we don't see this from Mount Seir and the Caucasus Mountains where they come from? How come none of these great monuments are there? In fact, that's not even a big vacation site. Think about that. You got more tourists going to Egypt than you do to Mount Seir. No, nobody wants to look at them caves they came out of.
Look, they August just was saying that was discussing about the shit. Look, let me tell you how they were like, that's not true. Well, if it's not true, explain this to me. When the government shut down and the parks weren't clean and nobody came into the parks to clean them, they said they was finding stacks and mountains of shit in parks where people was just taking the shit.
Yeah.
There wasn't no more restrooms. All the inside parks was closed. So instead of these motherfuckers just say, look, when the park was closed, I just didn't go to the park.
Right.
I'm not going to go there and shit in the park.
Right.
Still do that.
Yeah, they sure do. Look, you can pull up videos of them taking dumps in the store aisle. I kid you not. Pull up those videos on YouTube. In fact, I showed it on my last channel. And probably the reason why they shut it down. Well, anyway, you can pull up video after video of them taking a dump in stores. Just squatting down and taking a shit. They still, like LVZ said, they still do that shit. They still do it to this day.
Look, there's something about that. Look, the movie Alpha Dog. It's a movie Alpha Dog about these preppy white kids that were selling dope. And one of the white kids broke in the other white kid house, vandalized his house, and then just took a shit on his carpet for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they still do that.
I was like, who the fuck?
They did it. And plus, are there any toilets in those caves?
Nah, and that's the thing. Oh. Why you just walk around with a shitty ass?
I mean, look, let me pull up Mount Seir so you can see exactly what they lived in. You know, if they are the builders and the great people, how come none of that reflects the place that they came from?
Man, look. I'm not one of them dudes that get easily fooled by a bunch of words and stupid shit and get thrown off my game and forget all the shit that's going on around you. You're
Right.
not gonna sit there and tell me I'm the most violent motherfucker when every day is the school shooting. Your kids can't even go to school.
Right. Right. You know, but let me share my screen with y'all. This is how they lived. Okay. Let me see if I can share this with you. And I've showed this to my people before, but it's been a long time. All right. You see this? These are the caves they lived in. Now, if they were the builders of everything, how come they live like this? Look at this. Do you see any monuments here? Do you see any pyramids or anything?
Hey, look.
Does this resemble Egypt? Does this look like Egypt to y'all?
Hey, Lisa. They sculpted the Olmec heads. Well, why they ain't sculpted right there?
Right. I mean, look at this.
It ain't nothing but rock right there. Why they ain't do no hieroglyphics in there? It ain't no hieroglyphics in
Nothing.
there.
Nothing. But this is where they lived. And I mean, you don't see nothing but holes here. That's it. That's literally what they lived in. They lived in these holes. So if they're claiming we built Egypt, well, then how come you didn't build up the place that you came from? That doesn't make, does that make any sense to you that you would live in a place like this, but you didn't build it up, but you went somewhere else and you built the place up? And where did you get the knowledge to build from? Because you didn't have it when you were living here.
Right. That don't even make sense to leave where you was at. And then because you didn't have nothing there.
Right.
You didn't have nothing. Now, that's exactly what you see. A bunch of nothing. No vegetation.
Right.
No animals. Only animals there is mountain lions, cougars, shit like that. You eating fur, cats, and shit like that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you're going to say you're the builder of everything, we should be able to go back to your origins and see all these great things, right? Where are they? And this is Mount Seir. This is the same Mount Seir that's spoken about in the Bible. This is the caves where the Edomites lived. This is ancient Edom right here. So that being said, if they are the builders of Egypt, it sure don't reflect in where they came from. And again, I'm going to ask, where did you get the technology to build Egypt? And you show no signs of having that knowledge where you came from.
I don't know to say like they got a whole lot of nothing. They got a whole lot of nothing right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually you can see a blueprint of a person's legacy. What blueprint are you seeing from them caves?
Now, my beautiful people who just saw that, explain to me how we was swinging from tree to tree and eating each other when you don't see a tree where they at.
Right.
And you don't see no food either.
Which means they ran each other down and ate each other.
Right.
Okay. So you did, you ran each other down and you practiced cannibalism. You didn't even have a tree to get up in to even hide.
Right. That's why a lot of black people, I look at y'all like, I'm going vegan. I be like, nigga, why? No, it's better for you. No, it's not better for you. It's better for them. No, man, it's all this meat. Slim. Your fucking ancestors ate hog guts.
That's right. They gave you the worst part of the pig.
And they lived to be 100. And they worked the whole goddamn time. You idiot. You wasn't even supposed to eat that. And if you stop that and eat them greens and them turnips and all that good shit and eat you some turkey and some fish, some chicken, you good. You're going to need that energy because when it's time to fight, trust me, the plant eaters always get killed.
Mm-hmm. Now, LVZ, what do you think about them trying to add? Well, they are. I mean, a judge ruled that women can now be part of the selective service.
Oh, in the draft.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, a judge just ruled that it's unconstitutional for just men to be drafted.
Only people now. Who you think thought of that? We ain't had nothing to do with that. That's some coward shit. It bring me back to something Dr. Wilson said. Dr. Wilson said she had interviewed a black dude who just went off at his job and killed a bunch of white dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And the white dudes was trying to figure out what was wrong with him. She was like, he was tired of him. He was like, well, why wouldn't they kill white women? And she was like, do you realize what you say? And he was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I used to think about that back in the day when you watch wrestling and any of them wrestling, them white boys bring a woman down. If somebody, especially if they wrestling a brother, if that brother about to kick their ass, the first thing they do is grab that white woman and throw him in the way.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very true. You know, and I mean, seriously, I mean, let's be real. Me being a woman, I would never want to be on the battlefield. You know, you first of all, women menstruate. A lot of times a woman will be pregnant, and initially in the beginning she may not even know she's pregnant, and you're also opening yourself up for those women to be out on that combat field and be gang raped. I
That's all. That's the main thing I'm worried about. She out there, it is 3 to 50, and all of them got guns. And these dudes, man, it be perverts in the military.
right.
Man, anything can happen to her. And then that motherfucker, man, that cold of silence.
Yeah,
That's just
and
no.
really think about it, she's really screwed if she's with the men on her side or with the men on the other side, because she's gonna get raped either way.
Right. Shit, they was raping the ones in school.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm just thinking about that. I sure wouldn't want to be on my cycle and there's a big battle going on and I gotta fight. What I'm gonna have blood going down my damn leg and trying to fire off someone. I mean, I'm sorry, you gotta think about that kind of stuff.
What about the girl? What about the girl? Wasn't it a black girl at West Point that she got raped and ended up killing herself or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Because nobody believed her.
Mm-hmm.
And she ended up dead or some shit. I mean, this just no. This just not no. I'm no. Look, think about that. I mean, sometimes women end up pregnant, don't know they pregnant. They out on the battlefield pregnant by accident.
Right.
There's all types of shit. No, you just know that's just not. But that's their idea. Look, nobody want to join their army.
Yeah. Yeah.
They discourage their kids from going for real, for real. Some of them, in some families that it's a tradition, but for the most part, they discourage their kids from going to the military.
That's true. But you know what? Also, LVZ, remember, if you don't sign up for that selective service, they deny you federal loans, like student loans and other things. They try to punish you for that shit.
I know. Because like my son put it off for so long. My oldest son, he put it off for so long that they made him do it when he did his taxes, or they wouldn't give him his tax money.
Right. That's why I say they try to punish you, and people have even been jailed for not wanting to do that. So it's one of those things. So now you got women. I guess you're going to do those same things to the women. Because you know what, I knew it was going to go in that direction, LVZ, because Trump had put someone in when he first became president in his cabinet And I remember reading the story on this one particular person. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he believed that women should be drafted. And I said, okay, I see what direction this is going in. He didn't put that person there for no reason.
Yeah, it makes for your number to be just a little longer to be called up. And who you think they gonna take first, Lisa?
Black people.
Yeah,
Black
they taking them sisters that they complaining about having all these. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
They can be trying to take people away from their friend. That shit. Well, the thing is, it's gonna be for younger kids coming up. So people with daughters, your daughter ain't safe from that shit.
Right. That's right. That's why I said it's going to be people's mother, your aunts, your sisters. Just think about that. You're looking at them today, and then something jump off, and they may be on the battlefield. You know,
Boy, white folk,
my mind around
white folk.
we being oppressed for all this time, and they think we should sacrifice our lives. I can't get over that.
Yeah, hey, look, white folks is something else, ain't they? Look, y'all, I knew y'all broke all the treaties with everybody y'all ever dealt with, but y'all about to break y'all own treaty to yourself. The Constitution ain't where the paper is printed on.
The Constitution is only a conveniency. When it's not convenient, they don't be bringing it up. Yeah, yeah, you're right. It's like toilet paper.
Exactly.
It should, but as far as I'm concerned, it's written in crayon.
It's the most overglorified book report in the history of book report.
Yeah.
That's what the hell it is. The Constitution is an old glorified book report done by a whole bunch of dumbasses working together. By a bunch of dumbass slave masters. And I don't give a fuck about none of them because they ain't thinking about me when they drafted that shit.
Right.
Only way they think about me was the electoral college.
They weren't thinking about us when they wrote their national anthem. They weren't thinking about us when that flag was made. They weren't thinking about us in the beginning when this country began at all. Okay. Right. To this day, they're still saying we're 3/5 of a human being. Me be drafted and fight for you? I don't think so.
The hell out of here. Hell no. There's other things I can do. That's okay.
Yeah. Put me. If you're out on that battlefield, I'll be over here smoking my blunt. Okay, how about that?
Exactly. First of all, black people, this for y'all, because y'all not on opioids. They can't draft a bunch of opioids.
You bring up a good point. That is so true. Yeah, they can't even draft their own because they're so stoned on them damn opioids.
Right.
That is true.
This is definitely for you. You know what I'm saying? And they Gary sent Pedro home. So Pedro ain't gonna be able to join the military no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's gonna be over. Cause they come here join the military and then they talk jazzy. I be having when I was in the military at 18, that I used to always have to correct a Spanish dude and go, motherfucker, y'all volunteered to come over here. Motherfucker stole me. It's a difference. I'm stolen goods.
Yeah.
That's why white folks don't like you to come in their house. It's stolen. It's illegal to have stolen property in your house.
That's right. Anywhere we are near them, they're with the stolen property, right?
They're with the stolen property. They don't. Oh shit. He looks. What's your last name? Johnson. That's my granddad's last name. Let me leave. Yeah, I know. Fuck wood.
Number 2, this country never gave a shit about troops. I want to show y'all a story that was recently sent to me. Let me share my screen with you. And see, they talk all that shit about Kaepernick and kneeling and the veterans and all that stuff. I want you to see this country never cared about veterans. They just recently found a landfill with U.S. troops dumped in it. Okay, U.S. troops dumped in it, a landfill, and they found so far 274 remains of U.S. troops. Now, does this sound like a country that gives a shit about their people?
Hell no.
Okay, I mean, but you're sitting here talking to me about disrespecting the troops. Are you for real?
Support the troops.
You see these damn veterans under overpass every day, living homeless. They don't give a shit about nobody that fought for this country. Are you?
No bullshit or smoking crack, dancing with a sign like the dude on the Easy E video and shit. That's no bullshit. I seen a veteran dancing with a sign, cracked out of his mind, doing the motherfucking doing the jungle fever dance, Samuel L. dance, piped out. I said, ain't this a bitch?
Yeah.
This fucked up. That's what they did to the veterans, huh?
Yeah. You know how many homeless veterans I have seen all throughout my life? I even remember when I was growing up in the city of Philadelphia, we would go downtown and all of those veterans would just be on the streets begging for money. Some of them would be amputees out there, homeless. And I was like, damn, they come home and they don't have nowhere to go. You know, if this country was smart, you would do it the same way you would do a lot of the prisoners. You go to a halfway house and then go back out into society. They just let these veterans come home. They know their minds are screwed up from all the killing they had to do, and just dump them on out in the streets. Like,
yeah, I know, because my little cousin, she went to the Air Force and she was in it for 11 years. And when she got out, the first thing she did was commit suicide.
Yeah, they after doing all that killing and everything, these people ain't right.
She just saw a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And the shit just fuck with her.
And they don't do anything. Look, they didn't even do anything for us. We went from the plantation and they threw us to the damn streets. They don't give you anything or try to gradually put you back out in society. That's what they really should be doing with these soldiers. But they just take them after they fought in all them wars and just throw them right to the streets. They don't care. They never cared about veterans in this country. So I laughed when Trump got all over there arguing on Twitter with those NFL players and NBA players talking about y'all don't respect vets. I was like, motherfucker, you don't respect vets. Look what you did to John McCain. You didn't even want to fly the flag half. I mean, he totally disrespected that man.
Because he got captured. He like vets that don't get captured.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
Yeah. He didn't want to fly the flag half-mast.
He said that man, he said, I like heroes that don't get captured. Yeah. Gangster.
The family didn't even invite him to the funeral. They didn't even invite Trump to the funeral. They didn't want him there.
Oh, man, God damn. You know you couldn't come to the birthday party if you can't come to the funeral.
Right. But he likes veterans that don't get caught. But hey, I guess he like them but he didn't even go to bone spurs.
I'm about to say he a veteran that didn't get caught, did he?
Trump claimed bone spurs.
He a veteran that not getting caught.
Right. Right. He can't even say he's a veteran. Trump got 5 deferments just so he didn't have to fight in any war. 5 deferments.
I'm about to say that man ducked more motherfucking wreck than a little bit. He was like, Anthony Joshua, I don't want to fight him. Oh no, my knee hurt. My leg, he was like, motherfucker, Keith Thurman. I'm a look, no. You want some of this, Trump? No. Trump said no.
Did you see those articles and all of the stuff that came out? Michael Cohen is getting ready to testify against Trump.
Oh yeah, no. Michael Cohen about to pull a Tekashi 6ix9ine, Lisa.
And the funny part is Trump is out of the country. He's in Vietnam now. He drag his ass, right? He said Trump been using the N-word all up in the White House. I said, that part I'm not shocked about. Trump used to be like that even back in his New York days. Nobody is shocked over that. And then he said, Trump is also committing crimes in the Oval Office. I said, man, I ain't going to miss that.
You would know. You was helping him commit them.
Right. From all the years you were with Trump, yeah.
That man about to pull a Tekashi 6ix9ine. He writing everybody's name. And him, every day he would steal a chocolate milk out of the White House lunchroom. I wouldn't say anything, but I was watching about how many milks did he steal, Mr. Cohen. I would say about 90 milks. 90 chocolate milks. Mm-hmm. Will this get me time off?
I mean, look, one of Trump's teachers said he was the dumbest student he ever had. I mean,
damn right.
I remember about that Trump was the dumbest student he ever had.
Hey, look, the proof is in the pudding. I ain't never met nobody. Everybody, you ain't got one motherfucker in your crew to keep it quiet. Nah, Lisa, come on, Lisa. Let's keep it 100, sis. Everybody in his clique is a snitch.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. Yes, and they still can't figure out who's doing all the leaking to the press. They got snitches all up in there.
They got snitches everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody telling just what he do today? He kicked the dog. Trump kicked the dog. How the fuck did they know that?
Yeah. So we need to figure out who the leaker is. You ain't gonna figure out nothing because you got so damn many.
I'm about to say
you probably still got 50 more up in there.
I'm about to say who ate the leaker. He gonna find out his son was telling. Hey, when they get him, his bitch ass gonna sing like a canary.
Well, he put one lie out there a few days ago. He said his daughter Ivanka has created millions of jobs. And when the press was asking him, okay, well, where are the jobs, Trump? He never answered. I was like, well, when did Ivanka create millions of jobs? Where?
She.
That woman ain't created. Yeah, right.
I'm gonna keep it PG today, Lisa. I'm about to say, only job she know begin with the word blow. Mm-hmm. that's the only job she know begin with the word blow. And Trump, of all people, know that.
Yeah, right.
We know they got a close relationship. Real close. Just uncomfortably close.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, that is like almost blatant incest right there.
Yeah. Oh no, that's it. No. You ain't supposed to touch your daughter like that. I love my daughter, but women. Look, give dad some dap. She be mad as give dad some dap out that.
Oh my goodness.
Won't be no Woody Allen shit here. I love you. Here's some money.
Mm-hmm.
Give dad a hug. There you go.
Yeah, right. And then when she get older, I ain't paying for that shit no more. Let's get married.
Yeah. Won't make no damn sense.
I'll still be your father, but we'll be legally married.
That'll make no damn sense. Trump is crazy.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think of that Billy Porter wearing that dress?
Man, I saw that shit. That's the moistest shit ever. That's what it's coming to, Lisa. Motherfucker, men walk around in dresses, a tuxedo dress. He couldn't find a woman to wear that, and he couldn't find just a real tuxedo. Really, nigga?
Yeah.
That's and what statement was he trying to make?
I have no idea. He said he felt free. He said he felt free.
Oh, so he moist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm free. I am being me.
People said, did he have high heels on? I said, I don't know. I didn't see no shoes.
He probably had it all on. Well, everything his sisters be wearing. He probably had on thongs. Look, I don't know what's up with these little freak body ass niggas. Like, just like R. Kelly was talking about his wife. I mean, talking about his mother. Sick like that. I'll never forget that. I used to watch her put her lipstick on. And when she would leave, I would put it on. I'm like, oh, no. You're not supposed to say that. No.
Too much of no. Yeah. R. Kelly with lipstick on.
Sis, man, he said that in that interview. I'll never forget that. I said, man. So this Billy Porter dude, he felt free. So with a dress on, he felt free. He would now, so watching Eric Garner getting choked out and nothing like that. That don't make him feel free. If we could end that, all he needed to feel free was to be able to wear a dress.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, Lisa? He don't get no reparations. See.
Well, you know his husband is white.
Oh, well, guess what, Lisa? He really don't get no reparations. He don't get none.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna set some ground rules for this reparations tonight, Lisa. We're gonna do this here. Jason, look, we official black media, so we're gonna set the ground rules here tonight with the family. We the official black family, the ones with some sense. So I'm gonna say it here. If you benefit from white supremacy, meaning you coon, meaning you swirl, meaning you was in a position to help your brothers out and you didn't, you don't receive reparation. Yeah. I'm sorry. Because you benefited from white supremacy. What you mean if I swirl?
You put on that dress, you said you felt liberated and free.
Right.
So there go your reparations.
Yeah, there you go. You free. You free. It's simple rules. Like, nah, ain't no way Jesse Lee Peterson gonna be sitting in the reparations line. No, you benefited. Your whole career was made off your love of white supremacy. The reason we getting reparations is because we getting our money back because we hated white supremacy. The Jews didn't get their traitors no money.
No.
And we ain't gonna give our traders no damn money. Let's get the ground rules set now.
In fact, the Jews are still catching these 90 and 100-year-old Nazis and still trying to put them on trial.
Trying to shit. They are trying them motherfuckers. Yeah. They taking them old motherfuckers
in a wheelchair. Yeah, you're a Nazi. You're going on trial. It's like, damn, they don't even have much time left.
Motherfucker be like, I am not him. You gonna be him today, motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
Your ass going to jail. I know that.
Yeah, right. They don't care. They be at this point. They be trying to dig up corpses, saying you're on trial.
And they don't never forget who you are. You're Hans Muhlenheimer.
Yeah.
Hans Muhlenheimer. You're Hans Muhlenheimer. Hans Muhlenheimer. Yes, he's the one that made the German death machine.
They said Dusseldorf concentration camp. That was him.
Yeah, Dolph Smorgasbord. Dolph Smorgasbord. Look, See, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you know that we wrote the Bible. White folks wrote the Bible. That's why people can't understand it. Cause they ain't had that many words. That's
Yeah.
why it's written like hearketh, ye hath said unto thee, what?
Well, see, the language was spoken differently back then, but
Yeah,
yeah, they could not have. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way they wrote it.
but if you listen to the language was simplistic then.
Right. And
Yeah,
how come we're not seeing people with their names in there? Uh,
yeah,
Javi Lipschitz
yeah.
and,
No bullshit.
and Rodolfo Alzheimer. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
no names like that in there.
Saul Rabinowitz.
Right. We're all Rabinowitz in the Bible
Right. Yeah, ain't no Rabinowitz.
because their names don't even fit what's in there.
If we look in the book of Rabinowitz, we realize that Saul's dreidel spins a little faster than Morty's.
Yes, and Jimmy Swartz.
Yeah.
Jimmy Swartz, the chapter of Jimmy Swartz.
Yeah. Look in the book of Swartz. Swartzenheimer. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Where do we find the verses in there under Roethlisberger?
Right, exactly. Thank you.
Roethlisberger.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Ain't no damn look. They ain't even have half of them letters back then.
I know, right?
Peckerwood ain't even had that many letters back then. I be fucking with them all the time. I'm like, look, Slim, y'all didn't even have all the letters, and you gonna tell me about speaking English? Look, get out of here. I can say what I want to say.
Yes, yes. That's in the book of Jaworski.
Yeah, Ron Jaworski.
Speak proper English in the book of Jaworski, chapter 5, verse 9.
Yeah. In the book of Weinstein. Oh, the book of Weinstein. That's what all the Catholics read.
Yes. And you can find the readings of the Pope in the book of Paul Winsky.
Yeah.
That's where you'll find all the stuff about the Vatican.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all, think about that. Do you see their names like that in the Bible?
No names, nothing like that. Like, hold on. Man, so you telling me y'all in this book?
Yeah.
Hey, look, and then that's what I be messing with the white people about that. So you telling me it was white Egyptian? Yeah, it ain't nobody named Connor. Right. How come I ain't met one damn white person named Nefertiti then?
Right.
Not one. I ain't met one damn white person named Isis.
Right. And one King Tut.
I ain't met one Tutahama. Ain't met one cracker named Tutahama.
Right. Common. Yeah.
Hey.
How come we never met a Queen T?
Hey.
Queen T?
Right. You try, oh, hold up. I don't get it. So you mean to tell me that, yeah. Look, but all of who they always Cleopatra. Still ain't met no white woman named Cleopatra though.
Sure isn't.
They always want to be Cleopatra, but you ain't met no white woman named Cleopatra yet.
Right, and we could probably go to Europe and look at all the tombs and look at the names. I promise you, you ain't gonna see not one that says Ramses. No tomb.
Yeah, ain't no King Ramses nowhere in the bloodline. Nowhere in the royal bloodline will it be a King Ramses. Right. But they claim lineage to it. Look, that's what you tell them, egghead white supremacists. You tell them, look.
woman.
Y'all lineage come from Europe. The
Right.
queen don't even claim that blood.
No. And you're right, Awakened Woman. That's in the book of Steinbergers. The book of Steinbergers.
Book of Steinbergers out there. Man. The book of Gronkowski.
Right.
Man.
Oh my God. If you look at the Bible and look at their names that they're bearing today, there is no way they wrote the Bible.
Think about it. Just look at the name. Look, they question you now about when you they gave you their language and you made up still your name.
Exactly. Exactly. And the names they do have, like their first names, they got them from the Bible. Mary and Rebecca, they got all of that out. They took our names.
Yeah, but yep, we was the first Beckys. Ain't that a bitch? We was the first Beckys.
We were the first Johns and Beckys. That's
right.
It's
Johns and Beckys. No bullshit.
Yep. They make it seem like all that came from that. Well, they opened up that Bible when they finally discovered it, and that's where they got their names out of.
Ain't that a bitch? Everybody what Audie B. Fresh say? The whole hammer. He's silly. But they joke about I think so. What are you talking about? Says somebody smell like hamburger farts. Oh, he talking about fucking Donald Dump.
Oh, okay.
Big Don Dump. My man Don Dump out there. Yeah. He's surrounded by snitches, Lisa. He love them snitches.
That just go to show you that Trump is a bad judge of character, because if he was a good one, he wouldn't have all them snitches around.
Thank you. I was about to say, if you tell him he got a job for it. Yeah. He's not telling.
One of the criteria is where do you live? What's your background? Are you a snitch? You're
this is the man for the job.
Yeah, and then when they start talking, then he's all over Twitter calling them names. Right. Even a few black people he hired are snitching on him. Look what Omarosa did.
Omarosa did. And look, that's the other thing, Lisa. And not only are they snitching, everybody around you got a camera or so. I mean, everybody around you got a tape recorder, or they got some type of damn notes they wrote.
Even his assistant attorney general, they said, had a tape on Trump. Like, somebody got a tape up in there.
Everybody got a tape of him saying something. Yeah. That Tom Obama ass supposedly has something, but he full of shit. Like Town Business say, I think he full of shit.
By the time Trump's presidency is over, he gonna have more tapes than Art Kelly.
No bullshit. He might well start selling mixtapes. He's gonna start calling himself 45 Savage. 45 Savage. I'm out here selling to all the bitches and niggers. He said with a hard R.
Mm-hmm. And even that person out there selling probably will go snitch on them too.
Hell yeah. Christopher said tonight, busy. Yeah, tonight is busy. Tonight everybody was going louder. We seeing a lot of bullshit. Bernie was tap dancing, and all of us felt the same. I saw that shit like 5 hours ago. Jason Black just put a clip of that up. I said, what the fuck kind of asshole? That's all I said. I said, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, he really wanted to give that same 2016 answer. But he knows now he can't give that answer because Black YouTube, and Black social media is applying so much pressure on these Democratic candidates. He can't use that same answer now.
And shouts out to that beautiful chocolate sister that asked him that question.
Yeah.
And man, look, they putting feet to fire. They asking motherfuckers all over the place. Look, you, we want our money. Basically, black people all over. We all on code everywhere you go. Say, look, you got an agenda for us, motherfucker. Because if you don't,
Well, first of all, we got to shut them down. How do you sit and tell us we have no agenda for you? But you turn around and you're in black people's faces talking about immigration and the Latinos and all of these LGBTQ and all these other people. No, don't stand in front of me talking about that shit, and you're gonna leave us out.
right? And Mark Moyel, you treasonous, high yellow piece of shit. You will come out your mouth and talk about we shouldn't be talking about ADOS. Then he gonna say African descendants of slaves. We didn't say it ain't about African descendants of slaves.
Right.
And we ain't say people in the Caribbean didn't go through slavery, but they need to get the French and they need to get the Brits too. We just talking about us.
Right. And plus it's a lot different. Yes, they went through slavery, but they also in the Caribbean did not go through Jim Crow. We went through Jim Crow. In the Caribbean, they did not go through Jim Crow.
No, they didn't. They ended up starting self-imposed colorism. So,
Yeah.
you know, and then they start cooning and coming over here. So that's their fight that they need to fight.
Right.
We just talking about what the country that they leave their country to come over to, that we was already kidnapped and brought to. We just talking about what they owe us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't got nothing to do with none of y'all. A lot of y'all sitting up here. A lot of y'all, I love some of y'all. A lot of y'all because they saying I'm not ADOS, but I support y'all. Exactly.
Right.
That's all y'all need to do. Just support y'all. And know why? Because when you see us get ours, like everything else, y'all can hop on the bandwagon and get yours.
Right. Yeah. And see, just right. Because you got Jamaica, and it was the British that controlled Jamaica. So they would have to essentially get their reparations from Great Britain.
Right.
And then you have the Spanish-speaking islands. They got to go to Spain. So if you got an issue about Latinos getting it, you got to go fight Spain.
Spain, right.
They conquered your ass.
That's why you speak in that language.
Right.
And us, we going to go after the people right here. And what they need to do, those white people need to do, if they smart, they need to go after Britain and all of them, the Queen and all of them, where they come from.
Right.
If they don't want to come out, if they smart, they go, hey, look, we did bring these slaves over, but it was under y'all colony. Now, everything else we did, you know, it's going to be on our dime, but we need a little bit of money. We need 20% of what we're going to pay them. For real.
And then, you know what pisses me off too, LVZ? They keep talking about amount. Well, what amount are you going to get? First of all, you got to assess everything that happened before you can start talking amounts. You got to assess chattel slavery, what that value of that is, the value of all them towns that these white folks burnt down and lynched all the people. You got to assess us going all through Jim Crow. We went, you know, and all the discrimination on jobs.
Hold up. You skipped something. You got to assess, you got to assess the Great Depression, even though it really never hurt black people as bad, it did hurt us because all that prosperity that they gave as far as welfare and kickbacks and bailouts, we didn't get that until the 70s.
Right. And then you had redlining that went on from the banks to shut us out of certain areas.
Then you had black veterans like my great-great-grandfather and great-great-great-grandfather, great-grandfather, All of them went to the military. None of them got a GI Bill. None of them got a VA loan. So
Yeah.
no generational wealth where he has a family house that he owns passes down to his grandkids, great grandkids, and so on and so forth.
Right. And don't forget the crack epidemic. We all communities didn't go through that. They put
No.
that mess in our communities on purpose and efforts to try to destroy us.
Yep.
So, no. So I'm sorry, the people from the Caribbeans and all these other natives and the Latinos. No, you can't toss them in there because nobody went through all of that stuff like us.
I'm glad you brought up the dope game, Lisa, because look, Latinos, that X's you out right there. Y'all was partisan in our epidemic of crack. Why? They was getting all the shit from y'all countries.
Yeah.
It was Mexico, Colombia, all of them places is where all that cocaine was coming from. Perugia, the Bolivia, all them places is where that cocaine was coming from. And yet they was bringing it here and pushing it in our community.
Yeah. And when you really think about it, I mean, if we really wanted to take this thing far, we could demand reparations worldwide because chattel slavery not only created the economy here in America, it actually created the world economy because they were trading all of the stuff all of that labor they got from the plantations worldwide.
Oh, the Levi jeans and all of that. But that's why we get the stock market. That's why we get all of them, the world economy. Remember, since we was the highest commodity stock that cashed out and never got our money.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what it is. We cashing out our stock, man. The highest commodity stock that they had finally just cashed out. They're black slaves.
Right. And you're right, August Dreams. They fed our babies to the alligators. They didn't do that to
nobody else.
Immigrants and Asians. They didn't do that to everybody. So you can't compare our plight to all of these other groups that they're trying to talk about.
Nah.
Even when they talk about, because somebody brought up the immigrants, families being separated, and they should get reparations for that. And I said, no, we have been separated from day one and never stopped being separated. Mass incarceration is another form of keeping our families divided.
Yeah, that's right now. But fuck that. Like you said, since we got here, they were separating our family,
right?
Selling people's sisters.
Once our family was sold off, we never saw them again.
Saw them again.
It's still getting united with their kids. We didn't have that opportunity.
Right. If we take DNA tests, we find out we all related.
Right. Right. So no, they can't compare, because Elizabeth Warren tried to bring up, the natives should get reparations too. No, they shouldn't. They already got reparations.
Thank you. And I keep telling people that if they want to renegotiate, it's like this. If they want to renegotiate their contract, that's on them. We not going to do nothing to stop it, but we not going to do nothing to help it. See, that's the thing. They don't get it. Because we not capable for them, they think we hating, saying, oh, y'all don't deserve nothing. We ain't saying that. We saying, get your shit. But we gonna get ours now. Right. It ain't no more y'all come with us and then y'all get all of what we was trying to get for ourselves. Right. Now is we gonna get our shit. Y'all not allowed to come with us. And when we come back, y'all can do whatever y'all need to do.
Right. And not only that, and not one of these groups that got reparations ever gave us nothing. It's not like the Jews got it and say, we're gonna break something off to the black community. None of you. So if we are selfish now, we deserve to be, as far as I'm concerned.
The Indians got broke off already. They ain't telling nigga, look, I'm quite sure they talk about, they ain't allowed to go to school with us and this, that, and the third. I say, they got the same TV stations. They watching niggas getting choked out. They ain't never say one time, hey, look, I know we ain't got much, but y'all can come live rent free on some of this land, man.
Right.
'Cause this fucked up. You ain't never heard one tribe say that yet.
No.
But you will hear motherfuckers, I hate to say it, you will hear Minister Farrakhan run around with a motherfucking Indian dude talking about this is my brother. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Yeah, Al Sharpton was out there marching with natives, and I was like, no. I said, look, when Trayvon and Mike Brown and all of them were killed, where were the natives? I never seen them come and march in the streets with black people.
Right. But
Oh,
but that standing rock bullshit, you saw niggas getting sprayed with water hoses and getting choked out for some shit. Niggas catching the flights all the way out to Standing Rock to get their ass whipped for some water they never gonna taste the drop of.
right, exactly.
So nah, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not that guy. You can call me selfish. You can call hey, you can keep saying that's why you guys don't have any friends. Motherfucker, did I ever tell you that that's what I wanted? I don't want no friends, motherfucker. I want
Friend.
what's coming to me.
That's what I'd be thinking. When did I ever want it to be your friend?
Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
Yeah. I don't know where they get that shit from. Like, oh, that's why you guys don't have any allies now. Who told you I wanted an ally? Where y'all get that shit from? Man, everybody in this motherfucking chat room, we each other's ally. I
Right,
got family. I don't need no allies. Look at
right,
all this family I got in the chat room. Look, look at the family I got. I don't need no damn ally. Look, I
yeah,
got Luther. I don't need no damn ally. I got family. I got True Roll. I don't need no ally. I got KD. What allies I need?
right.
I
It
got LDBC. What I need?
makes sense. Yeah, that's stupid shit. Just like schoolyard. So, well, nobody likes you. Well, did I ask you to like me?
Motherfucker, who told you I came here to be liked?
Right.
This not the place to be liked. Everybody at home loves me. I'm not at home. I'm not expecting you to like me out here.
Yeah. 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 I mean, none of these, and there's thousands of tribes in this country, and not one of them have ever reached out to us. We see y'all getting gunned down. We want to come and join forces with y'all to fight white supremacy. Not one. Not one of those tribes did that. That's why I laugh when people like black people be sitting around talking about I'm part Cherokee. You couldn't join the Cherokee Nation. They kicked out all of their black members.
I'm about to say that they don't say they part of you.
Yeah, Navajo Indians and Seminole Indian, all these Indians around here, and not one of them have ever reached out to us. Man, get out of here. I ain't thinking about nothing. Yeah, let's be selfish this time. Let's be very selfish.
They do that to us all the time. Why can't we get a turn? The shit like a Ferris wheel. Everybody get a turn on this. I treat that shit like a Ferris wheel, Lisa.
Yeah.
You can all get a turn on this motherfucker.
And they all got a turn because we still ain't got paid.
Right. Shit. Everybody got this. I need mine.
Well,
Like I was
you're
like
right,
I was
Benson. The natives got their casinos. Look, if that ain't enough for them, that's their problem.
that too. Me and my father was talking about that. My father said, I don't want no casino. I said, I understand, but I could take a casino and make it work. Dog, give me something. They gave them something. He said, that's the truth. I
Right.
said, what they give us? They gave them something.
Because you got to figure they got the casinos that created jobs for them, you know, and from all the revenue, they can fix up their communities or the reservations they're on. So at least they had a chance to make that money. We don't have nothing.
Then it wasn't tax, and then it's tax free money.
Right.
So I mean,
They get
so
all kinds of benefits through the government, like free health care and and their products aren't taxed and everything. So they still get perks that we don't get. That being said, they're still getting all kinds of perks that we don't get.
Right. Shit, so it ain't like they just totally got the shaft like us. They ain't get the shaft like us. We got the shaft.
Yeah, we sure did. So I mean, I hear what some of these other black groups are saying, but I'm sorry, nobody had it as bad as us. Because and I was even listening to somebody and they was saying, well, what do you do about the Africans? You're leaving them out. No, we're not leaving them out. They came from Africa.
Mhm.
No matter what shape they're in, they still got a country to go back to. We don't have a country to go back to.
Exactly.
All do.
That's my main argument about the whole reparations thing. You can't just give me money. You owe us land too, because we don't got nowhere to go.
Right.
Don't talk about if you give me money, I can buy land. No, you just gonna jack the prices up on the land and take all my money. Come on, this a trickster. We gotta think like these tricksters. So we got to when we go demand this shit, we're like, oh no, the first phase of what you owe us is giving us some money. The second phase is
They
right,
should give us the land. We shouldn't have to shell out our reparations to get land. No.
and that's what I'm telling you. That's why we got to. It's gonna be phases of this. We got to let them know. Look, Slim, we already know who we dealing with. You the ultimate trickster. You'll give us money and then say, okay, we done. No, no, you're good. You can stay here. You live here, but you have your money, and now we're just gonna raise the price of this land right here.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, ain't this a bitch? Yeah, that's how they swindled your parents. That's how they swindled your parents out of title deeds. If they didn't kill them, they pencil whipped them.
Right.
So you got to know that. Look, this what we need. This is what I'm taking. I'm taking this land. I'm taking this, and I'm taking that.
Right. Yeah, because I think that's stupid. You owe more than just the money. So
Right,
why should I get paid money and then I gotta go out here and buy land? No, no. You need to uphold that 40 acres and a mule, but fuck the mule. Give me a tractor,
right. Cause
acre.
see, that's what I'm trying to tell them, Lisa. I'm thinking like a general because I understand the people we dealing with. When you dealing with a crook, you know how you got to think like a crook.
Yes.
See, we thinking like hurt people. Oh, you owe me this. That's victim shit. Victim shit. You just go look. It's just like when you get in a car accident. If you go to court, you could get more. But you just want them to hurry up and cut you some money,
Right.
especially if it's a good enough and it's more than what you expect, right? But you can't do that with this. This reparation. This something serious. You can't do that with this. So you owe me more than because for real, don't forget, my father always make me he was saying that to me. He said, you forgot to say something, son, but they owe us blood.
Yes.
And what they gonna do for people like me who want that?
So you know what? So when they give us reparations, they better have a check. They better have a free insurance card. They better have a deed to the land. All of that coming to my house in a big package. That's what they better have. I don't want to see no check and nothing else. No.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I tell people don't get all giddy about the check. Look, this is who they fucking with. You gotta know who you fucking with. They owe us blood.
Yes.
They don't just owe us fucking money. They
That's
owe us blood.
They would not have the life that they're living today if it wasn't for slavery. No. Okay. Even the salaries, go back and look at the history. Even the salaries they paid their politicians, They used the money that they earned from chattel slavery to pay their president and their politicians.
Nah, Lisa, I'm over the Jason Black shit he said today. Lisa, when I say they owe us blood, I want Emmett Till reparation.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I
I
agree.
want I want their reparation. And I want nobody in my community should be hungry because you done killed so many of them that the people that you owe, they'll never ever get that.
Right.
So it should be reserve money coming up.
It should be reserve money. And you know what? As far as I'm concerned, we should get free food for the rest of our lives. I mean, that's how many people they killed in our group.
But the problem is, once again, look who you trusting.
Yep.
Look, the same people that killed off the Indians.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true. We get land to build our military and protect, right, Michael Hyman?
That's the first thing we need to do, fellas. That's the first, fellas. That's how I like to hear the fellas talk. That's the first thing we would need to do. Cause see, like I was telling Sister Brenda, I love her, but my father was even saying that. He was like, "That's the craziest shit I ever heard, son." He said, "I was listening to y'all." He said, "Man, it's the craziest shit I ever heard." Don't she know that the most powerful thing that them motherfuckers had was a gun?
Yeah.
They didn't. We had everything to begin with, except what? Guns.
Yep. And that's why I was even telling my son, I said, when you really think about it, there's no greatness in anything these people did. When how hard is it to go on a landmass armed with a gun and everybody else on that landmass don't have a gun and you kill them? A 3-year-old can do that. There's no greatness in how they conquered this land.
And they be proud of that, seriously.
Yeah.
If you on the internet, they be proud of that. Look, I was like, so you happy you killed a farmer? you you killed a farmer. You killed a sheep herder. You killed a leader of a tribe who was selling sheepskins to keep everybody warm at a certain part of time.
A mother and her babies.
Right. You proud of that?
Yeah. Yeah. That's all they did. I mean, come on, y'all. Think about it. If you had an arsenal of weapons and you floated over to somewhere where they didn't have none of that, you know how easy it is to walk up there and just conquer everybody because you got that weapon and they don't have it. And you know they are nothing without those guns, because who is always hooping and hollering over guns in this country?
Yeah, and not getting them taken. They got it. How you got all the guns and you worried about them taken?
Right.
You already got the gun.
Right. I ain't seen nobody go door to door to snatch people's guns yet. It ain't gonna happen.
No, they know, and the only reason they got them is for us.
Right. They're afraid that somebody's gonna rise up against them.
Because they know, they realize that if it was them, it's no way they would take this for that long. Come on, man. You ever been at a fast food restaurant in a white neighborhood?
Yeah, I mean, they're literally holding the entire globe hostage.
Exactly.
That's all it is. It's not respect or anything like that. They're not really being respected at all. They're just holding the whole globe hostage.
I want people to think of how cold these motherfuckers. This how cold this shit is, Lisa. I was looking at something. You know how cold this is? Christopher Columbus, right? Christopher Columbus was such a bastard that even the people who paid for him to go do the exploration, he killed so many people, they locked him up.
Yeah. Yeah.
They locked him up for the shit he did.
And the thing is, do you know the Dominican Republic of where he's buried was trying to get him off of that island even in death, and Spain wouldn't even take his body back?
I was about to say the only reason he was in the Dominican Republic, they ain't want him on the Haiti side that he was on at first no more.
Right.
And that's why he ended up dead. I said, man, I said, this motherfucker was such a look, even the rapists and the murderers were like, God damn, look, you took it too far.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. I mean, he killed everywhere, including where he died. He was killing people. He was killing people by the hundreds of thousands, even there.
Exactly, wiping them out.
It's ridiculous. The amount of killing he did was ridiculous. It was just overboard.
He was bragging about raping children. He bragged about raping children. He wrote about it. It was in his writings, in his journal, about how he took a young girl and she was firm. She was about 10. I said, good Lord.
I'm going to show y'all this picture. Let me see if I can bring it up. Let's see here. Share. All right, y'all. Those of you that may never have seen this, this is Christopher Columbus' tomb in the Dominican Republic. Y'all see that?
Hell yeah.
His tomb. Now, he's in the coffin that's being held up by the four kings. The four kings represent the voyages that he took in his lifetime. That's why you see those kings holding his tomb. But Christopher Columbus was a piece of shit.
Okay. A huge piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit. But this is where he is in the Dominican. And like I said, they didn't even want his body back in France. They had offered to send him back to Spain a couple of times, and Spain turned them down every single time.
He killed too many. Look, he killed so many people. The Spaniards had to look. They had to back up on it. No. No. Fuck you. We don't want him. What you mean you don't want him? He yours. Nah. He ain't live here. He was Italiano. They start look. The Spanish start snitching. He Italian. No, he ain't even really from.
Yeah. They don't want his ass.
That's fucked up. The Spanish start snitching. They start saying he was Italian and shit. Next thing you know, Christopher Columbus is really Italian.
Yeah.
Then the Italians got mad. They was like, it's bad enough we got the mafia. Y'all ain't had to remind them of this shit, motherfucker.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is where he is, and it's a big tourist attraction, believe it or not.
Well, he probably was a so-called Jew. Most of them was the ones in charge of the ship liners.
Yeah. I mean, they were the ones with the money. That's why they did the financing.
Right, yeah, you had to go to them to get the boats and get the money.
But this is his tomb. And I think he was moved a couple of times in his death before this became his final resting place right here.
But they ain't do him like they did Osama did, at least.
Yeah.
Breaking his house, shoot him in the face, and then throw him in the ocean. So
Bin Laden, yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, talking about they didn't want anybody to what did they say? I guess they didn't want anybody to memorialize him and
birthplace,
make him a martyr. So they dumped his ass in the ocean. They need to take Columbus and put him in that same.
Yeah, I'm about to say they should have gave him that same.
He deserved that same send off.
Right. They should have did that shit to Bush too.
Yeah.
And Reagan.
There are several of them that I can think of deserve that kind of burial.
The ocean be full of them motherfuckers.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, breaking that. That's the damn. They broke in his house, shot him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then Obama. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we got him. Oh. I was like, who you got, Reagan? Oh, we got no Osama bin Laden. Oh, shot him tonight. Let's be clear.
Oh man. Let me get that Columbus shit off of my screen. I might have some demons up in here tonight or something. Oh yeah. I heard some LVZ. You gonna get a kick out of this. I want to show you this. Oh, let me see. I want to show. I definitely want to show you this. Oh, hold on. I don't think everybody can see my screen. All right, I got a short video to play for you. You're going to get a good laugh out of this. This is a white Fox News anchor, and she's talking about the United Negro College Fund, and she says United Nigger College Fund.
Oh, my God.
Look.
Man.
All right, let me just start it over here.
Fort Worth want to make sure money's not an issue for students who want to go to college. Shirley Pace and Dr. Arlene Barnett support the United Negro College Fund. It helps families.
Oh!
Did y'all catch that?
Oh!
Play it again.
Issue for students who want to go to college. Shirley Pace and Dr. Arlene Barnett support the United Negro College Fund. It helps families here through its Dallas County office. The two have worked to raise $100,000 to establish a Negro College. Negro Fort Worth want to make sure money's. Shirley Pace and Dr. Arlene Barnett support the United Negro College Fund.
Oh!
All right, y'all heard it right? Y'all heard that right? The United Nigger College Fund. She said it as smooth as butter.
That's what she called that shit all the time.
She say all the time. Now there ain't no Floridian slip. She said that shit all the time.
She say that shit all the time. Yeah. That's what she called that motherfucker.
She said the United Nigger College Fund.
That's what she used to look. Because who used to give to it all the time? With two motherfuckers. One of them in jail, one of them in the grave. Michael Jackson and what's his name? Bill Cosby. And they are all, and I know they was famous for calling it the United Nigger College Fund.
Yep, you heard her as plain as day. She said the United Nigger College Fund.
Every time. And look, it was so messed up. It's like I ain't had to strain the head. Every time you did, no, I know what you said. And I know you know what you just said.
Yeah.
And she kept going. She ain't stopped. Man, she say that shit all the time.
They didn't even go to break. Like, oh shit, go put on a commercial. They just let her go. They just let her go.
I wonder how long ago that was. I hope that wasn't brand new.
No, it's not brand new.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I hope she don't still have a job even.
I don't know. Knowing Fox News, she may still be there.
Oh, gee, she get her own show, Fox News. Fuck am I talking about?
They be talking about how great she is.
Right, she be Laura Ingraham Jr.
Yeah, and there ain't no damn greatness in her, but they'll be sitting there telling you she's great.
Laura Ingraham, straight up white supremacist. Mm-hmm. She used to hang with white supremacists. They don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah, but Laura Ingraham, yeah, that is a horse face. That's definitely a horse face bitch.
Yeah, I can't stand that bitch. Flat back. It's just straight up and down. Bitch built straight up and down.
Mhm. Every damn thing,
Bad.
including her face. I mean, everything.
Right. Right.
Yeah, yeah. I thought you would get a kick out of that. When I came across that, I was like, man, I got to show everybody that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, that's probably Sean Hannity's wife right there.
No bullshit. I love you. He married her right after that, though. Where's the girl?
My dream woman.
I have to know her. She
Uh,
she puts those niggas. I mean, he wanted to say that to Dr. Khaled in that debate. He wanted to call Dr. Khaled a nigga.
yeah, yeah, right. Hey, if that was probably in their wedding vows. I do. Oh, honey, just say it one more time. You know, your college fund. I now pronounce you man.
You may kiss the Becky. It's like you may kiss the pig. Dusty hoe. She thinks she's slick. That shit wasn't true.
Naturally. That came out naturally.
She thought that was slick. That shit was not cool. That was real. That was real common how she did that too. That. Yeah, the United nigger college fund, and you niggers should unite there.
Yeah, right. I said they should have her as moderator over the presidential debates. Kamala Harris, you're not going to do anything for the nigger people.
Yeah.
To elaborate on that.
See, Kamala Harris to say, shit, I ain't gonna do nothing for them motherfuckers. I mean, lock their ass.
She'll be right there. Oh, Kamala, you said your nigger side of the family smoke weed. Would you like to elaborate on that?
All niggas smoke weed. You know what I'm saying.
I mean, seriously.
You know what I'm saying, sister.
Booker, I hear that many black men like nigger men like bald heads. Can you elaborate on that?
I only shave my head because those dreadlocks make them feel threatened.
Yeah.
I don't want to threaten my white master. Dreadlocks make them feel threatened.
And Corey, how do you think the niggers feel about you today? Can you imagine? Corey, are you going to give those niggers reparations?
Well, what I will do, I'll focus on jobs and things that target the urban community. Who the fuck is urban? Nigga, I'm black. Who the fuck is urban?
I don't know.
I don't know what urban. I'm urban every time. Shit. Give me a roll up, I'll be urban in a few minutes. But what the fuck you mean the urban community? I don't need nothing for my weed smoking. I need something for my black people.
Right. And they say that as if that there's only one place we live. We live in the urban community. We live everywhere.
Right.
We live in the rich communities, the poor. We live everywhere.
I'm about to say LeBron live in a mansion. They spray painted nigga on there. I think he needs some help too.
Yeah, they sure did do that to him.
Hey, what the fuck do he mean? LeBron don't need no help. They spray painted nigga on the side of his mansion.
And that was not in an urban area either.
Yeah, I want to say shit. If that can happen to him, motherfucker, fuck you mean the urban community? They need to stop saying that shit. No.
Corey sure did say that. He said that black people should put themselves in white people's shoes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, give me the whip.
I'm all down for putting myself in white people's shoes. I'll put myself in their Mercedes. I'll put myself in their mansion.
Right.
I'll put myself in their shoes.
And I'll put one of them in a chokehold and get off.
Yeah. And I'll put myself in their bank accounts.
Right.
Yeah, Corey, that sounds good.
Right. I put myself in their credit scores.
Yeah.
I put myself in their jobs. I put myself in all that since you want me to put my that ain't the shoes you want me to put myself in, is it?
That ain't what you meant, right?
You know full well what I meant.
I'll put myself in the CEO's position. Yeah,
right.
Do that. What the hell? Yeah, we know what you mean. And then wasn't that over blackface, talking about his white friends don't understand blackface? Get the fuck out of here. White people understand what blackface is. Get out of here with that mess.
Look, I'm getting tired of this stupid shit.
All those minstrel shows back in the day, but you didn't understand what blackface was.
I was about to say, they act like black people started minstrel shows. No, we didn't. we were.
Yeah.
Niggas started minstrel shows. No, y'all did.
Yeah. I mean, they sure did. Our people were still out on the fields slaving, and they were doing minstrel shows.
And then when black men started doing minstrel shows, they only put on the black paint because y'all wanted them to.
Right.
Like shit. They went. And look, all the niggas that did that shit, they drunk themselves to death. They had horrible lives in the end.
Yeah.
Couldn't live with themselves. I was like, I'm a goddamn coon. Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, they know what blackface is. Corey is full of shit.
It's just like they tell you, I don't know I'm being racist, nigga. Huh? No. Am I being just like when they say, I don't mean to be racist. What's going to happen when they say that, Lisa?
Right. But you know what? They got that shit on autopilot now. They done did it for so long, it's on autopilot.
I don't mean to be racist. I'm not trying to offend you. Then don't say it. I fuck them up with that. I don't want to offend you. Then don't say it.
Right.
Damn. I can't. Come on, bro. Don't ever call me bro. I don't like it when you call me bro. It's condescending. Mm-hmm. What? You not my bro? Well, I just heard you call them brothers. Well, those are my brothers. I fuck with them. Mm-hmm. You not my brother. They are my brother. How are they your brother? Look at them. Don't they look like me? You don't look like me. I'll fuck with you. Shit, you might well fuck with them, y'all. Shit. They ain't gonna be here long.
Yeah.
Get your fun out of it. They ain't gonna be here long. I'm serious. You better get your fun out of it. I'm having fun with them now. It used to be a time I used to want to fight them all the time. Now I know that they ain't got much long left. I have fun with them. I fuck with them. Laugh at them and say, y'all dumb as shit. Tell them how stupid they get.
What, Mike from Portland?
Moist Mike. Did they talk about Moist Mike?
Yeah. What about Mike from Portland?
What about Mike from Portland?
You just type that in.
Hey, man. That was just a foolish white man. He was funny though.
Yeah,
he was funny.
Then he couldn't take the heat when the subscribers started going after him. He couldn't.
Yeah, that's what was so funny about him. How quick he wilted and shit. Look, look. Well, you know what be so funny though? When I be actually telling the truth, it be seeming like I'm joking. Like when I was talking about how he's obviously a meth head and this, that, and the third.
Right.
And all of it came. I mean, everything I said about him, he said it in a confession. All right, you think this fucking Lisa Cabrera? Yeah. Fucking all right. Look, she's laughing about opioids. My fucking sister, man. She's on opioids, man.
And he also admitted he had a drug problem.
Yeah, I had. And let me tell you something. I was sleeping in my car, man. I know. I can tell. I said that in my video. Why your parents kicked you out?
Stupid, because I'm not on my videos going, opioids.
Right, ain't nobody doing that.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Nobody doing that. Lisa out here said, look, this opioids killing them and they don't know what to do. That's the truth. She trying to help you.
I mean, he act like I'm over here rolling all on the floor through the whole video. I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah. He mad because he want to do opioids. I'm doing opioids and Lisa's laughing at me, man. Reef. Lisa's laughing at me, man. Lisa.
Well, if you weren't coming to my channel and concerning yourself where you don't belong, you wouldn't be worried about what I'm saying.
She's laughing at me, man.
Trolls do that. They come. There's a pedophile ring on YouTube, and they're not worried about that.
That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. That was like the dude who wrote Tori in that spooky ass message the other night. Listen, we can all come together and fight globalization. I was like, man, if he'll get out here with this Alex Jones shit.
Yeah.
Did you hear that shit last night, Lisa?
Yeah. I mean, and wait, you gonna try to put some lie out there about me, but we need to come together and fight.
Yeah.
People are out of your minds.
You just bash me and shit. And then you got 6 views. What is it doing for me to come together with you? You can broaden your audience and spread the word of globalization. You seem like an intelligent man, this anti-white hate.
Yeah, I know.
It was hilarious. What? All that shit cried out was, why don't you like me, black man? I want to be your friend.
Well, last night, you know, every now and then I'll pop in and listen to some people's hangouts, and I won't really type in the comment section, but I'm there. And I was listening to, I think it was Information Man, and it was people on there, and he was like, well, what was he saying? He was saying something to the effect of how people were reacting when all that stuff came out from Mike Anderson. And somebody in the comment section has said, well, you can't really trust Lisa Cabrera because she sided with Phil. Now, I want you to think about this, LVZ. These people are now just sounding just stupid. Now, think about this. You believed a white supremacist on some chopped up Photoshop photo of me and some woman that didn't look anything like me, right? You believe that. You believe a former bed wench. But you think you're better than me because I support Phil. I mean, does this really make sense?
Nah, but the Bammers who say you support Phil still be watching Phil.
They're still watching me too, LVZ. All the ones that claimed they were leaving because they didn't know what I was. Some motherfuckers are still listening to me.
Mm-hmm. I'm not subscribed, but I'll just keep watching it.
Yeah.
A view is a view, you dipshit.
Exactly. But this makes sense. You believed a white supremacist. You believed a bed wench. But you're saying because I support Phil, I have no credibility. Well, what is your credibility?
Exactly.
What the hell is your credibility?
But I don't know what that word means. They think credibility is a credit score.
It must be. It just doesn't make any common sense.
They don't even know the numbers are that good. They like, shit, I got a 190 credibility. Bitch, 190. I ain't even know it go that low.
Yeah, so that doesn't make any sense. So that's what B. Miles was saying. He was like, she supported Phil. And I was like, you're sitting here repeating exactly what Michael Anderson said. So what does that make you?
I supported Phil too. And like I told him,
you're a white supremacist, but you're saying I can't be trusted. What the fuck? and you know what? Somebody told me he didn't even know Radical was a former bed wench until recently.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how do you not know that? But the whole thing is just
that ain't really what they care about. These niggas is like bitches. All they like is gossip.
Yeah.
Like little ass girls.
Yeah.
They look, they ain't really concerned with getting free. Them motherfuckers concerned with who sleeping with who look like what. Little moist ass plantation politics.
Yeah. Yo, you got a bigger biscuit than me. I don't like it.
Right.
I don't like that you got the bigger biscuit.
Look at her biscuit. Her biscuit bigger than mine. Her biscuit got more butters than mine. What? And we like, why the fuck are we eating biscuits? You still want a biscuit. You stupid motherfucker. You Negro. We try to get you steak. You arguing about a biscuit.
Mm-hmm. Well, the white man said, he says this. The white man said that.
Yeah, the white came through and told me, Master told me that your biscuits ain't even, you's not supposed to have no biscuit that big.
How'd you get all them biscuits and I'm still sitting here at this number with my biscuits?
Right, exactly. I don't know, work harder. Stop talking about shit niggas don't know shit about. You can't go over people's head when you teaching them. Niggas worry about what's going on over here. Ain't nobody talking about no Fukushima. Shit, Fukushima. You sitting up here talking this
Radical home kitchen.
Right, this Fuka. You talking this Fuka foolishness.
But he talked all that stuff about not liking bed wench, but he likes a bed wench.
Niggas look.
These people are so stupid. They don't even know how silly they sound.
These niggas don't make that. It's not about consistency.
No,
or being realistic.
Obviously, it isn't.
Told you. Plantation politics is. She got gravy. She got some gravy. I wants to sop my biscuits.
Yes. How did she get more gravy for her biscuits?
Oh Lord, look over there. She got that gravies. That's wheat gravies. Nigga, if you don't go sit down.
Yeah, plantation politics. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. It's just these people are just hilarious. I said my thought process was more advanced when I was in junior high school than some of these black YouTubers, man.
Plantation niggas. These buck dancing niggas.
That's exactly right. Dr. Colin had that one right.
Niggas, plantation niggas. That's just what they is.
We sick, boss?
Yeah. Oh Lord, what you say, boss? She ain't reals? I's gonna tell all the other niggas, she ain't real. Ooh, you heard what Master say? She's ain't real. Now, the logical slave would be like, Massa ain't told us the truth in years. Fuck Massa. That's me.
Awakened woman, you a trip. I done told y'all time and time again to send Radical a care package with some Fabuloso bleach to clean her kitchen and some shea butter to moisturize her locks. She will feel better.
Yeah, send her some of that motherfucking bees oil. Send her some of that Nubian coconut oil for that job.
Yeah, and somebody, I think it was Boss Lady, told me old Elder was trying to talk shit about me. I was like,
11,000 years by the Lisa Cabrera.
I said at this point, that man ain't nothing but a novelty to me.
And I'm going to tell you something else, Lisa Cabrera. Why is you sitting up there with them niggers? Snaggle puss. Your ass down.
She said she was telling him, because everything he was saying, she said, you just heard that mess off of somebody. You didn't do no research or look into anything. I said, I ain't worried about that man. At this point, he's just a novelty as far as I'm concerned.
That nigga, his camera need a visor. He got a spit guard. Like, he got a spit guard on this shit, like the salad bar, the giant and shit. When he be talking.
At this point, you can't do nothing but laugh at some of these damn people out here. I can't even take them seriously anymore.
That nigga, he be killing me with that Kango looking like Stink Nina out that motherfucker.
He be putting all videos out mentioning my name, Cynthia G, Phil, and Lisa Cabrera. I mean, damn.
Nah, no, that's not how he say your name. Lisa Cabrera.
Yeah. And then she always putting them videos out. Yes, like Cynthia G and Phil and Lisa Cabrera. I was like, man, how many goddamn videos do you have out mentioning my name in? Because I don't have none. I ain't got none that you can pull up that I put out on a regular basis with your name in it.
Nah, he killed me with his little Bill Cosby outfit he put on when he do his video, his sweater and his shades, and that motherfucker old ass driving cap. Looking like one of the Cosby kids and shit off Fat Albert. Hey, hey, is that Rudy when he grew up? That's Rudy for Fat Albert when he grew up.
Tried to blame me. He tried to blame me when you put that video out a while back.
I just look the collar dogs on.
Said he put out a video talking about Lisa Cabrera and her people that don't subscribe need to leave me out of it. I was like, who was dragging you in it? I don't even know what you're talking about. And then he conveniently took that down.
That shit hurt right there. I heard him.
I said, you know what? You're full of shit, because if I was really doing them things to you, you would have been able to show it in that video, how I was bothering you. Took it down. That was very telling.
Hey, sis, ain't I like Floyd on this YouTube shit? I'm like 35 and oh. Every time. Look, only motherfucker can stop me is YouTube. They gotta take my shit down. You ether the fuck out somebody where YouTube go, hold up, nigga. We just gotta take your channel. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, right?
That is ridiculous. That is not fair. That's not fair.
I tell you what, when the white supremacists like you, you're ineffective. That's all I can say.
Exactly.
You're ineffective. And in fact, I sent this video over to True Royal. One of the white supremacists was saying they liked Radical. And I was like, okay, there you go. Yeah, you're not effective if the white supremacists like you. So there you go.
Motherfucker called me a black racist, black supremacist in the video about me. I said, I'm doing my job out there. That nigga thing.
I'm a black separatist. I'm a black supremacist. And I said, okay, well, if I'm those things, how can I be white? Okay, in one instance you're telling me I'm white, in another instance you're on a black separatist. I can't be both.
Me, I'm just a radical, crazy black super. Look, they just ran about me and then just leave it alone. Motherfuckers went on 4chan talk about Tory and Rain.
Yeah.
He said, I got his video taken that me and this dude went back and forth all night. Cause he don't know I'm crazy. And I'm the type of motherfucker that just fuck with you cause I know I'm getting to you. All night. By the end of the night, Tory called me back the next day, said, I don't know what you said, but he said, maybe it's better if I just leave him alone. Cause he's just gonna make more channels and more minions gonna come out. Yeah, motherfucker. You get it now, don't you?
Ain't that something? I mean, y'all just don't know. You know, when you lose your channel, it's easy to fight these people. It's not as hard as you think. Now, and let me read this email. There was somebody else I helped out recently and they got everything back. Let me see if I can find that email. I'm going to show it to y'all. I'm
going to have to send my shit in. You cocksuckers go get my shit back. I know y'all hate me. I know why y'all do. I make sense.
All right. Let me show y'all this email. I just got this this morning, actually. Let me share my screen. You know, behind the scenes, I have helped a lot of people. You may not hear me talk about it, but I have. Now, here's one from somebody, and he writes, I emailed you 2 weeks ago concerning the suspension, termination of my subscription comment portion of YouTube. You recommended I certify letter, and I told him what to put in the letter. Google YouTube headquarters. Well, it worked. I'm back in. This is the thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have helped a lot of people behind the scenes. I have. And like I be telling y'all, and I'm going to say this again, it is not hard to fight for this. You know why? One of the biggest reasons why it's easy to get your, I got with Willie D. He and I actually spoke on the phone during that time when he was, when he lost his channel. And I told him exactly what I did. Now, the thing is, all you got to do is look at YouTube hate policy.
Mm-hmm.
Thing YouTube got in their hate policy, you can find them violating videos all over YouTube. That's how you fight them.
Yep.
How the hell you gonna take me down and you got a hate policy and every single violation can be found on YouTube? And see, what they want to do at that point is shut you up because number one, they don't want to be sued. YouTube got a lot of lawsuits against them. They don't want one more. So it's much easier for them to just throw your channel back on than for you to drag them through the courts. I'm telling you, that's the way to do it. So this guy did it. 2 weeks ago, I told him to send the certified letter. 2 weeks later, he got everything back.
I'm finna send my shit into these dumbasses.
Yeah.
I already typed it up. I was looking at it yesterday. It's long as shit, Lisa.
Well, get their hate speech policy and let them know also in your letter that every single hate speech policy they got, you can find the violating videos all over YouTube.
Yeah.
Truth. They claim you can't have fight videos out there. Pull up fight videos. It's millions of them out there.
Yeah, real fights. Not me just cussing some peckerwood who don't want to get the shit smacked out of them up.
That's why I sent you that fight video.
I know.
And you saw they broke this guy's damn fingers in the video. The video is still, it's active. They broke
his fucking skull.
Oh, yeah, cracked his head open, broke his finger, all this on the video. But they're going to tell him he's doing hate speech, which is nowhere near the magnitude of what you saw on the video.
Assholes.
You know, That's why I'm like, you got to play the devil's game, but beat them at it.
Yeah, I got to get them. Cause that's some bullshit. I gotta print this shit out from the library. I got some shit to do for them, but they some assholes.
Yeah.
I know they spend more time messing with our channels than they do anybody else though. And that's damn.
And also, did you see all that recent stuff coming out in the news about YouTube, about the child pedophiles all on YouTube?
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, and now there's videos. There apparently a bunch of videos that's giving instructions to children on how to commit suicide. Did you see that?
No.
Okay, hold on.
Because I like living.
Hold on. I know you like living, but this is like I said. Let me see if I can pull, because
I know you like living.
Yeah, wait a minute, because I did a video on that. Yeah, that's right. You see Lisa Cabrera's shit here. See, that I like doing that. You know why I like showing y'all this? Because it pisses the white supremacists off. I love pissing them off, y'all. Let me see if I can find the video. I'm trying to find the goddamn video. Give me my video. Give me my video. Oh, why is it doing this? All right.
They gonna flag you for showing the video of the video.
YouTube video suicide. Let me see if I can find it this way. Here, right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, y'all.
Damn.
Look at this. You see that? You see that? But they're concerned about what we say on our channel. And we ain't doing nothing but talking about the current events that are happening and adding our commentary. But look at the shit they're doing. So in other words, the kids are watching a suicide. The kids are watching let's say a gaming video. And then in the middle of the gaming video, somebody comes out and gives them instructions on how to kill themselves.
I bet you if you listen to my first thing, especially if you're a nigger.
Mm-hmm.
Some stupid shit like that.
But they got the nerve to come to our channel, talk about hate speech, and then shut us down. What we're doing is nothing compared to what's really going on and what's really bad on YouTube.
Right. Who the fuck am I saying I hate?
Right. You see this bullshit, y'all? Okay. How the hell you gonna come to our channels and dictate to us what to do, but you got some pedophile shit going on YouTube, and you got some MFers out here giving instructions to kids on how to kill themselves. But you over on our channel bitching and complaining. But yeah, some of the parents went on there and were watching what their kids were watching, and then saw somebody pop out and give instructions on how to kill themselves, how to slit their wrists. But they all over us, over our content. Man, get out of here. Get out of here. We ain't doing nothing that's violating anything. All we're doing is talking about the things going on and giving our opinion. If you don't like our opinion, who made you listen to the damn video?
Right. Just because I got one stalker who madder than a motherfucker that I can reach my people. Yeah. I don't like that this nigger keeps reaching his people.
Yes. Yes.
And that's what's so messed up for him. No matter what channel I put up, I can put up a video that's going to do 24,000, 25,000. Because I'm telling the truth.
Right. Right. So you came to my channel. You went out of your way to come to my channel to listen to me, and you decided you don't like my content, so I must go. Fuck you. No. No, this is why you got to fight them. But in the meantime, you got all these pedophiles out here saying all kinds of derogatory things to kids. They're putting links to child pornography sites in the comment section, but you over here complaining about me.
Right. I got racists stalking my motherfucking channel, stalking your channel, putting out your information and shit. They don't get taken down.
Right.
They don't get taken down.
Exactly. They're okay. But us talking about opioids and all the things that are going on, that not cool. You got to go. I mean, it doesn't even make, it don't even make any damn sense.
Because you don't like it.
Right. I didn't know my channel had to be about what you like.
Right.
I didn't know we had to cater to our oppressors on our channel. I didn't know that.
The reason I did a channel, because I watched the news and they say shit I don't like.
Right.
And I wanted to make sure I wasn't the only person that felt like that.
Exactly. You know, so what you're essentially saying is we are not allowed to say what we want on our channels, but you devils can say and do whatever you want on your channel. If you don't get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, if you don't get your ass out of here, are you kidding me? But that's what they're really saying to black folks. Y'all can't do what you want on here. We can. No, I will never accept that.
Right. I can hear videos of not only white people, but black people, Spanish people, Chinese people saying the word nigga. Then I start calling motherfuckers peckerwoods. Now I'm saying hate speech.
You gotta go, yeah. And you know how many alt-right channels are on YouTube? And like I said to you before, I remember I went on a live stream and it was for MSNBC, all in the comment section, y'all, nigger, 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 during the live stream, nigger, 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 nigger. And I was like, okay, you know.
Lisa, I'm in a live stream at work watching Undisputed. Somebody do a live stream of Undisputed, Skip and Shannon. They talking about basketball. It's nigger, nigger, nigger.
You on my channel telling me I'm in violation? That shit ain't even going on in my comment section.
We watching basketball.
Yeah.
Look, the shit is so crazy. Look, I can't. Now, this was so funny. Cracker's mad that I say Peckerwood, right? I'm watching Beavis and Butthead. Me and Jabari was watching Beavis and Butthead one night. And guess what Beavis called the motherfucking white dude?
Yeah, but how can they...
Hold on, Lisa. Seriously. I'm watching Beavis and Butthead. And Beavis and Butthead went, Peckerwood.
Yes.
I'm like, damn. Yeah, Beavis. Yeah.
No. That term came from them.
Right.
That came from them. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all this. Hold on. Let me share my screen again. And look at this. That term Peckerwood came from them.
Oh, I know. Some of them be saying I'm a proud Peckerwood.
Crazy ass Peckerwood. This is stuff white people wear. Look, Peckerwood, 1776, Beard Gang. They gave themselves that name.
Oh, I know. Look, 1776.
On them, Peckerwood. They got it on. They got it tattooed on their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So how did they come down on you for using that term when they were the ones that came up with Peckerwood for themselves?
You know?
They did. I mean, they got this shit tattooed on their bodies, y'all. I'm not making this up. There are white people walking around with Peckerwood.
It's a gang. It's a prison gang called the Peckerwoods.
Right. They got it tattooed on them. So that shit didn't come from us.
And look, some of them know it because when I was calling one Peckerwood a Peckerwood, but he said, I'm not in prison. Why are you calling me a Peckerwood?
Right.
I said, that also applies to a poor white.
Right. Right.
There's a Southern poor white person.
Exactly. But that is a term they came up for themselves. Okay, so I don't even know why they would even say anything to us for saying that term. They created that term for themselves.
Somebody make that nigga stop saying Peckerwood.
I know we made it up and all, but they shouldn't say it. Yeah.
Right. Peckerwood's mad because I know how to say Peckerwoods. You shouldn't never said it.
They walk around with T-shirts on that says Peckerwood.
Oh shit. Yeah. Whether it say Peckerwood or not, they walk around.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't pull that term out of thin air. That came from them.
When they be walking around with a T-shirt that say the Punisher, I be like, the Peckerwood.
Yeah.
More like it ain't the Punisher, it's the Peckerwood.
Mm-hmm.
They be proud of their heritage. We're happy we lynched you, nigga. That's basically what they saying, ain't it?
Yeah.
I'm happy I lynched you. Yeah, like they say, black people say nigga. Why can't I say, well, white people, why can't I say Peckerwood?
Well, when did they ever stop saying nigger? That's my
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, what you mean? Why can't you say it? You the ones that started saying it.
Right, and you're still saying it.
We didn't make it up. What you can say it, just not around me. I can't tell you what to say when you ain't around me.
Right.
Who the fuck am I? I know what you say around. Look, I like to think you do say it when you're around me, so that way I know what you are. No, I would never use that word. That's how I know you would use that word. How? Because you said you would never use it.
Yeah, yeah.
Anytime a motherfucker say he never gonna do something, that's the first thing he gonna do.
I know, right? How you doing, Shalom Cheetah? And the thing is, they come up with the terminology, but when somebody else say it, they want to punish you for it.
Exactly. Next they gonna blame me for it. He made up the word motherfucker. What?
Yeah, right.
Motherfucker, please. They say I made up motherfucker.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, please.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing, Nook. Many of them have said nigga and got the beat down. Got their asses beat pretty badly, too.
They should have. The motherfucker should have got his ass whooped. Just wash your damn mouth. This fucking nigga.
I mean, you know how many videos I've seen them say nigga, and then next thing you know, a black fist go right across their face.
Man, they did that. The last one I saw was right here on Pennsylvania Avenue. I knew exactly where it was because I be around that area. Uh-huh. So the white dude was drunk, and I guess he was about to catch an Uber because that's what's normally white there, the Uber slang. And he was like, this fucking nigga. Some dude came from off the curb with a right hand lace.
Wow.
And knocked that Peckerwood up under the car. Had him sleep. I said, God damn. Yep, that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
He hit that motherfucker. But this fucking Nick, wham! I said, yeah, welcome to DC, champ. Welcome to DC.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, yeah. It's
Don't get your ass slid up under a vehicle. It's better you laid up all in the curb, looking up at the moon. And you the one that just got eclipsed out this motherfucker.
used to see them get clocked even in school. They would turn around and try to get smart with some black person. That person beat them, floored their ass. I mean,
Man, Lisa, the first time when my father brought me out, it was Shugart Middle School, Lisa. Man, I never went to school with white people before like this, right? So I was in the magnet class. It was other black kids there, so we was all in the honors class. When I saw I could compete with them on that and was blowing them away on that too, it was over with. So one day we in gym, no bullshit. This dude named Bobby said something to my man Morris Barfield. Morris hit that motherfucker with a right hand. That motherfucker never came back to school, Lisa, for 2 weeks. He busted his eardrum.
wow.
We was 13 years old. Morris was a husky little motherfucker. So I was like, oh, I like this school. Anytime a white dude say something, we get to pop off. They was like, fuck yeah, they know what's up here. I was like, oh yeah? Yeah. Man, it was on. After that, I was just bop, bop. I was like, look, it was like, I was like a serial killer. You know, it was like, it's somebody that's just running around punching white boys when they getting on the bus. They caught me, Lisa. Motherfucker, they had the, no bullshit, y'all, they had the state trooper waiting up at the school, gonna lock a nigga up at 12 years old for punching white kids.
Oh, wow.
Guess what? Guess how they caught me?
Wow.
Black dude named Sherman told on me.
What?
Yeah, little coon ass nigga named Sherman told on me.
Butter biscuit cone told on you.
Straight up, cool, man. They cussed him out. They whooped his ass because they say because if I touch him, they said I'd go to jail. So Miss Murray was the black vice principal. The white principal didn't never handle anything. He just let his black vice principal handle everything. So she let us get away with shit. And she was like, what the white boy say, baby? That was you punching all them white kids? I said, yeah, Miss Murray. I said, I just want to go back. I said, I just want to go back to Jefferson. I want to go back to D.C. I said, I just don't like it out here. And she was like, yeah, I know, baby, I know. She was like, but you can't keep doing this because they want to lock you up, but I ain't going to let them do that. I'm like, dang. She's like, I know your father. He's serious. So they wouldn't call my dad. And they let me go back to school. They was like, here, honor student. For real, I don't know, you know, this, that, and the third. She played my case. Let me go. All right, son. But next time we come up here, you're going away in handcuffs. The Peckerwood tell me that's a cracker. So he leave and shit. And they was like, what happened? Everybody asked me what happened. And I was like, man, they said they was going to lock me up because they found out who snitched on you. I said, Sherman. They whooped his ass.
Good.
They whooped his ass. I love, man, shouts out to everybody who went to Oxon Hill Village Shootout because y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all looked out for a nigga. Y'all showed a nigga hood love because y'all whooped his ass. Shout out to my man, DeQuinte Uzzle. No matter where you are, brother, I still love you.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think about Michael Avenatti that claims he got a second video on R. Kelly and it's supposed to be far more worse than the first one? That's what they're claiming.
I want to see that nigga I want to see his video of him beating the shit out of his wife.
Thank you.
How did this go away?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I want to know, where does this man get off talking about R. Kelly with his kind of background? Right.
That shit funny. all of a sudden, I know how to get them off of me. I'll throw a nigger under the bus.
Yeah.
What? And then R. Kelly, where's all these tapes coming from?
Right.
I'm not going to get away from that, Lisa.
They claim this second tape, somebody that worked for R. Kelly took it out of his house and gave it to the authorities.
Why do he still got that in his house? You know what? Because just like I said, back when the first tape came out, he is serial pedophile, and it's more than one tape.
Yeah. And you never know. It could be more than this second tape, too. And I'm like, okay, you're doing something that's criminal, and you're going to tape yourself doing it.
This motherfucker take everything. What the fuck is wrong with R. Kelly, man?
I don't know.
I know he is sick bastard.
Yeah.
But damn,
I know, right? I mean, look, the black community have been talking about R. Kelly and the bullshit he's been doing for decades now. You know, if they were going to do something, how come they didn't do anything when it was a big deal back then? You want to wait 25 years later now? Oh, we got these tapes. 25 years later?
No. Why they got a semen stained shirt like Bill Clinton out this motherfucker?
I know. I heard about that.
I said, hold up. Bitch, nah. After that, I want to take her to trial. You nasty bitch. You ain't washed no clothes for that long. Hey, who don't wash clothes by mistake that long?
Yes.
What laundry room do you leave that in?
Yeah, I think they said this is the woman that R. Kelly spit in her face. I think, and she was the one that had the shirt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He spit in her face. Look, does she still got the spit too, Lisa? Well, I kept it in a little vial.
I think they said she was 14 at the time, and they had just got finished having sex, and R. Kelly spit in her face. And then before she left out of the house, she took the shirt.
And put it in a trophy case. That's what I said. You don't wash this shit.
Yeah, right.
She put it in a lunchbox and put it in a freezer for 19 years, Lisa.
Yep.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Some wild shit, Lisa. I'm sorry. I ain't buying that shit right there. I don't buy that one right there. That's some Jesse Smollett shit right there. No, I'm not buying that.
I know, right? What do you think about Jada Pinkett praising the guy that wore the gown?
Why is everybody surprised? Don't her son wear a gown? She praised that.
Yeah, she probably bought her son some gowns that look like that.
That's what I'm saying. Motherfucker like Jada needs to sit there. I understand you right, but what did you expect from a motherfucker whose son wears a gown? Yeah, right. Shit, look, you act like Jada Pinkett's son 50 Cent. Jada Pinkett's son wears a gown, a dress, and talks about a man is his boyfriend.
Exactly.
What the fuck did you expect Jada to say?
So, yeah, she kind of got dragged out on social media because she made a statement talking about he made Black History Month good. I was like, for wearing something down? Yeah, that's what she said.
What the fuck do that got to do with Black History?
That's what I
that go back to the Lisa. Did you hear my live when I was talking about Jabari Black History Month project?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That go back to that shit. Just cause you black, that don't. If that's the case, the nigga who sold 20 dime bags and didn't get caught when the block was hot, he should be in Black History Month. Hey, Lisa. Lisa, the first nigga to turn 1 brick into 3 bricks, he should be on Black History Month. He should be on Black History Month. Yeah. Everybody is Lisa, the nigga who snitched on Nat Turner. I guess he is a part of Black History Month. Right. We celebrating black snitches. Alpo.
Just from him wearing that gown, he made Black History Month good.
What the fuck? So Dr. King, did they love to preach? Malcolm X, you know, all the great inventors, Lewis Latimer, Jan Matzlinger, Garrett Morgan, all of these great people, Granville T. Woods, Dr. George Washington Carver, all these people. Yeah. And a nigga in a dress was all you needed.
Yeah, that's all she needed.
Jada Pinkett better go sit her airhead ass down.
I think it's time for her to go somewhere and shut the fuck up.
Right, because it's obvious she didn't learn nothing in Hillman College.
Yeah, see, the last few things that she's been saying in the media, she needs to go somewhere and shut the fuck up. That's what.
Right. Because once she's sitting up there bigging up Jane, oh my God, Jane, you so gangster. Because she said that Abraham Lincoln is said to be part black. And Kanye has said the same thing, and other people said the same thing. When Kanye said it, motherfuckers said shut up.
Right.
When Jane Elliott says it, oh my God, Jane, you so gangster. Oh Lord, Jane. Now Jane is cool, but she ain't need to do all that.
Right. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you know, what's her name been tapping real hard and shit. I don't know. Do I got to break out the shoe for her? Lisa? She might. She breaking out the shoe. She doing it. Doing the monkey legs and the helicopter arms off this jump.
Yeah, girl, I'm telling you, there need to be a meme of her tap dancing holding that big plate of chicken.
Right. Right. Jada holding that chicken box. Yeah. Chicken platter out there, motherfucker. You hungry, Jada?
I'm telling you, time to give her the chicken platter.
Chicken platter out there. Jada, what the fuck are you doing, man?
That's what I want to know.
Oh my God. I heard that she said her dumb shit. What do that got to do with black? What do people... Hey, look, ain't that the same thing Kamala Harris did?
Yep.
She talked about a transsexual. Hashtag Black History Month. Everybody was confused. A white person asked her on Twitter. I'm not actually sure what this has to do. That's no bullshit. If y'all go on Twitter, Kamala Harris tweeted out, I retweeted it, that this transsexual woman was a part of being Black History Month. And a white person asked her, what does this actually have to do? He's like, I'm trying to learn something about y'all, and you showing me this dude dressed up like a woman, and you gonna tell me that got something to do with y'all being black? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. No, the black man ain't been taking L's all through Black History Month. That's not true. These white
nah, they just been taking shots at us. Yeah. We ain't been taking L's, but they have been taking shots at us.
Yeah, they, a lot of the stuff that happened during Black History Month, that shit was intentional.
But look, that's been the, if you really think about it, Lisa, that's been the thing the last, 10 years to gay up black men during Black History Month. Remember, not too long ago, we was fighting. Malcolm X was gay in 2013. Remember,
Yep, sure was.
they was doing hit pieces saying Malcolm X was gay. They been trying to gay up black people. Look,
they dragged Michael Jackson this month. He's been dead for how long now?
Yeah,
10 years, right?
Yeah, they got to gay you up. It's that agenda, man. They gaying motherfuckers. It's time to gay them up.
Yeah.
You know what time it is? What? Niggas run around here straight. We got to gay them up. And nigga, they moisten you up, my nigga. Yeah, you better be careful. They trying to moisten you up.
Well, I saw one gay guy when I put my video up. He said he put up a scripture that women should be silent. I was like, yeah, I really touched your ass, didn't I?
Shit, he ain't got to be mad. He know what he see. If he know what he see. He like watching TV, don't he? He like, shit, everything. I'm Black Lightning. He Black Lightning and everything.
Right.
Shit, nigga.
Said I wasn't even teaching scripture. I was just showing you effeminate was in the Bible. That's all I was doing. You should be right. I was like, oh, I can touch your little moist ass, huh?
Hey, why you hurt because you moist?
That was funny.
Well, you hurt because you moist. If you taking dicks, you should be able to take the truth. No,
I'm telling you. Boy.
Out that joke moist in me. Why you got to talk about me like that? Motherfucker, I wasn't talking about you. This was in the book. They talking about you.
Yeah, and you notice all these, you got R. Kelly, who's a pedophile. You got Jussie Smollett, who's gay. And you got the gay dude coming out in the dress. They made sure they did all this shit Black History Month, y'all.
he said Jussie Smollett is Poocock. That was nasty. But that was funny. Little stupid. Poocock. He ain't the gay Tupac. He the gay Poocock. I'm Poocock. Hey, look, y'all better hit the like button or Jussie Smollett is going to kidnap his own son, pour chocolate milk all on him, and blame you for it. And say you said Black Power when you did. Some black guy. Hey, listen, Jussie Smollett just blaming everybody for shit now.
Yes, he is.
That's ridiculous. Come on, man. Why hire the blackest, moistest Africans to do some shit?
Yeah, but yeah, they deliberately brought these stories and sensationalized all of Black History Month.
Right.
Like LVZ said, they've been doing this for the last few years. As soon as Black History Month come out with a barrage of stories.
Yeah. That's no bullshit. Last year, celebrating Black History Month. Then they say you Andrew Young cooning like a motherfucker on TV. I said, what the fuck? What is that? This nigga cooning on Black History.
Yeah, I mean, they even brought out Jason Whitlock's big wide head over the last week or so.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Let's celebrate Black History Month. Then they choked out Eric Garner and killed Trayvon.
Right.
That's how they celebrate Black History Month, y'all. Fuck that.
It should be like Black Bounty Month.
No bullshit. Making blacks history. That's what Black History. They making us history. That's what you niggas gonna be history when I finish this.
Ain't that the truth?
Hey, for real, y'all. If y'all ain't here on my live, It was some nigga they made J Bars. They wanted him to dress up and be in a live, a living Black History Museum. And they gave him an educator named Melvin Irvin. Melvin Irvin was the first Black man to be elected to the Louisiana 58 House of Delegates. He also was locked up for welfare fraud. Why in the fuck would who other than that he ain't do shit?
Right.
What the fuck makes him Black history?
Right.
All that nigga did was do a Kwame Kilpatrick or Jesse Jackson Jr.
Wow.
So I got one for him. I'm gonna dress Jabari up like motherfucking Nicky Bond.
Yeah, right.
Since this any damn body can be Black history, the first nigga to snitch in a ninja mask. Good night, V.
Yeah, I mean, ain't that something? Like I said, they do this on purpose. You know, it's to take your eyes off of all the mass shootings they're doing. I think the last time I looked was a few days ago, and it was up to 19 mass shootings in the month of February.
God damn.
Yeah.
And all they want to talk about is the Black dude that they call nigga at work.
Yep.
That's all they want to talk about. This nigga, he shot up his job. Why did they shoot up his job? But look, they should have tried to find this man treatment.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, they crack you up with all their stuff. And I was the one that pissed me off. The first thing this morning when I got up, I heard Phil's video over that white teacher that snatched out the little black girl's her extensions.
I saw that shit this morning. I was mad as shit.
Yeah. And then
I was pissed off.
The hallway and fell on top of her. I was like,
oh. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You beating up little kids, and then the mother said, and then I'm trying to figure out why the mother send their kids to school with these demons.
I don't know.
And she's sitting up there, oh Lord, look, black women, stop going on TV all crying with the poor mouth and shit when something happened to your kids. I want you to be just as angry and violent as you are at us if we leave the toilet seat up.
Right.
That's how I want you to be on TV, goddamn. We don't take really that toilet seat. Because you know when a nigga leave the toilet seat up, a black woman will fuck you up. Don't do that.
Yeah.
But that's real talk. But whenever something happened when I kid, we always, oh Lord, I can't believe nothing like that would happen at schools. That's where I send my child to be protected. No, you don't. You send your child there to be indoctrinated. And you need to let your kid know off the break. You need to learn this little pseudo-European education. This is bullshit. The real shit is what I'm going to teach you. But you got to know this for these crackers to leave you alone.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, LVZ. I just don't think it's going to ever change. I think our people are going to keep sending their kids, and we're going to hear these stories every single year.
Man. Well, I feel sorry for them, Lisa, because I'm not going to sit there crying and shit. Oh, wow, Lord, wow. No, look, I hate that. That shit make me mad. Listen, they always, oh, Lord, why? Oh, look, here go the go-to statements, niggas out. Oh, Lord, why?
Yeah.
We's in 2019. I didn't think that this would still be happening.
I don't know what planet they're living on. It never stopped happening.
All slave niggas talk with S's for no reason. All laws, what's happening?
Yeah, that's true.
All slave ass Sambo niggas. They put S's in. Laws, please, we's gonna get beatings.
You gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. We's gonna be in troubles. Slave ass nigga.
Uh-huh. Better not talk like that around them white folks.
Yeah, see, look.
Oh, man.
Look how he talks around them white folks. Talks. Nigga, it's talk. It ain't no S on, oh, you a slave. That's why you put S on everything. Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, you talk Peckerwoods, then you got niggers running from you.
Right.
It's scary.
You can't talk like that. You's a young fools.
Steve Harvey was talking to Monique.
Oh my God. You can't talk. Look, we're going to do the Monique and talk. I'm going to do the Steve Harvey for you right now. We black out here. We can't sacrifice our monies. The best thing you can do for colored folk is not be one of them. That's what you've got to do.
You know what's so funny about that whole thing? After everything hit social media, Steve went back and said, "Oh, I would use different words." I was like, "No, Steve."
Nah, nigga, you spoke your heart and mind. These black out here, integrities, fuck integrities. Massacre put his dick on my forehead. As long as I got some bands, I don't care. Massacre sit his balls in my tea and I drink it with a smile. No nigga got 3 television shows.
Oh, wow.
I's got that.
Yeah.
Be black out here. That's the cool. I said, what the fuck?
I made that Negro sound like he was on a plantation for real.
My baby Monique say, baby, what about integrity? I don't know nothing about no integrities. We black out here. What? Nigga, what? He turned into Ray Lewis. I don't know the Bible says. John chapter 9, 3:52. Hut. What? Nigga, what? What the fuck did Steve Harvey just do?
Yeah. When he opened his mouth, I almost fell out laughing. I was like, this man sounded like he's standing outside on the plantation talking to the other slaves.
I was gonna run Lisa, we was gonna run away tonight. Let's go tell nigga Steve. We was gonna leave. We back out here. You can't leave. You gonna run ways? We back out here. What? Nigga, you don't sit. We're gonna kill this nigga. Listen, we on the kids, we fixing this nigga a specialty. We'll be having his last sip tonight.
The air with these guys. I mean, him and then Terry Crews, when all that stuff came out about Liam Neeson, and that was Black History Month. That was in the beginning of the month with Liam Neeson and all that stuff that came out. And Terry Crews gonna go on Twitter to defend that shit. I'm like, he's defending Liam Neeson. Then he came out and did the same thing, Steve Harvey. Oh, I would have used different words. I didn't use the right words. So let's go somewhere and sit down, Terry Crews.
That nigga Terry Crews defended Gina Rodriguez too.
Yeah. And now you got Steve Harvey after that whole thing aired. Oh, I would have used different words. No,
Yeah, I know.
be blackout.
I would have used different words. What I would have said was, Massa boots taste so good. And we black out here. We couldn't. That nigga got coon Tourette's. I ain't gonna never forget that. That shit is classic. I said, that nigga just, I did. And she said, what about integrity? That nigga said, we black out here. Like, integrity don't matter when you black. Damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
Told her to sit. He pretty much told her to be a butter biscuit Negro like him.
Then, look, he the one that said we black out here.
Yes.
Then he said, this ain't the black game or the white game. This the money game. I was like, hold up, but you was the one that said we black out here for no damn reason. and then you basically you said, you knows what we's got to do.
Yeah.
And it was Oprah. And what's so fucked up is Oprah and Lee Daniels that she talked. So it's two other butter biscuit eating black people.
Yeah.
And that's I told you you can't trust Oprah, Lisa. Any bitch that's trying to sell you mashed potatoes that's really cauliflower, she not your friend. You can't trust that bitch.
No, you really can't.
And what is it with this big head bitch putting cauliflower in? Probably because her head looked like a big ass cauliflower. Big cauliflower head bitch. That's probably what. But she put it in everything. Try my new pizza with cauliflower, baby. And then you remember that commercial where she was dancing with that white man?
Yeah.
Buck man said, "Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh Lord, that's good."
Yeah.
Talk about that's that's good. Look, I knew what she was saying. See, y'all think this Sambo shit I be doing, y'all be laughing at me. But y'all know for real it's hidden shit. Like that new shit Oprah doing. Oprah knows she being the new Aunt Jemima with that food she's selling.
Yeah.
And well, when I saw that video, I bust out laughing. I said, "Oh, that's good, huh?" Got her dancing with a mixed race couple with a white man. She's sitting in between, supposed to be husband and wife, feeding him. I said, "Oh, that's Mammy right there." And you know he always fucking Mammy because that's master. And I said, "Oh, that's good." Oh no, it's more like, "Oh Lord, that's good." But they had to take the Lord off. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
See, it always come back to what they really doing. You always see. I used to always tell people like everybody loves Terry Crews and white chicks when he dancing with that whistle. People think that's hilarious.
Right.
I never ever really watched white chicks, and when somebody tried to show me that part, I said, "I'm glad I didn't see that movie." They're like, "This is funny." I said, "Slim, I don't want to see no big, strong ass, over masculine, over muscle bound motherfucker sitting here dancing and jiggling." I said, "I ain't even want to see that shit in Friday."
Right.
I said, "That was really gay." I said, "The best part about Friday is when Mike Epps asked his mother, you like that your son is a fag?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's real talk. So I never thought it was nothing funny about no big motherfucking like hey, Michael Jai White be on Vlad TV. I'm not subscribed to Vlad, but I watch some of the shit Michael Jai White been saying. They said Michael Jai White said, "I ain't wearing no dress. Fuck that. People don't expect to see me in no dress." Mm-hmm. He said, "But it's a lot of things that I turned down." He said, "Because I'm cool with my role." He said, "Look, they asked me to play Marvin Gaye." And he said, "I told him, thank you, but no. Who the fuck want to see a buff ass Marvin Gaye?" I said, "Thank you."
Yeah. Wow.
Right. Michael Jai White, like, man, no big strong ass Marvin. What's going on? That ain't Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Oh
I
my
know
God.
somebody said Vlad a snake. Yeah, he a snake.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out about him a while ago.
Yeah, he a snake. He always be trying to trick black people and shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame that we still got Oprah around. We should have made her as irrelevant a long time ago.
Man, black people still shouting at Oprah as somebody who to look at as somebody who made it.
Yeah.
She still gotta watch what she say. How you got all that money and still gotta watch what you say?
Yep.
How you got all that money and you still scared of who you gonna piss off?
And still being discriminated against too.
Right. Wouldn't let Blackie in that store, would they?
Sure didn't. I'll never forget that.
That's no bullshit. But she probably have her makeup on. You know, Oprah ain't got no makeup on. Shit, Lisa, you wouldn't let that bitch throw a paper at your door.
I know that.
This ugly bitch. Oh God, it's a homeless lady trying to sell me a paper. It's Oprah, nah, bitch. It's a bitch thinking she Oprah with a newspaper at my door.
Yeah, right.
You gonna sit out a loaf of bread? I think she hungry. She.
Yeah, that's the truth. I mean, I don't think I sat down and watched Oprah. I can't even tell you. It's got to be well over 10 years.
I'm gonna mess you up.
It's been longer than that. I mean, it's been a very long time since I watched Oprah or even listened to her.
Lisa, I never watched the Oprah. I've watched, and this was so funny. I've watched Phil Donahue before I watched Oprah. Why Dr. Khaled and shit like that was on.
Yeah.
I've watched Geraldo because Farrakhan and Dr. Khaled was on that.
Yeah.
I watched all the other shows other than Oprah. Why? Because they might have been some white supremacists, redneck, racist, peckerwood dickheads, Lisa. But at least they put some of our greatest minds on TV.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Even if it was no... Look, that's why they never did it again, though. Because it showed you the impact that it had.
Yeah. Yeah, I still watch even Dr. Frances Quest Welsing, that old footage that she did with Dr. Phil. I watch that. Phil Donahue back in the day. I still watch that.
Listen, it's a Dr. Khaled with Geraldo Rivera that's gone off the internet, but he talks about it.
Yeah.
In one of his speeches, and they wiped that off the internet. Then there's a joint on Daily Motion that used to be on YouTube where Dr. Khaled say he would rather have some pants made out of the white man's skin. and look, it says he was with this British guy from BBC, and it was him, Al Sharpton, Benjamin Chavis, and Dr. Khalid Muhammad. Yep.
Wow.
So, and they made sure. At first, they was trying to make a mockery of him. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to make a mockery of him, but it had the opposite effect. Black people start wanting to know more about him. They buried them motherfuckers. No, fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah. I know I did. I was attracted to him right away. He was still with Farrakhan, Dr. Khaled back then.
Yep.
And I would listen to him speak, and I was like, damn, this guy is like a lightning rod.
Ain't he? They hated his ass. They hated his ass, Lisa. Because he told them the truth. to their face
Yes,
and didn't shake.
yes, he did.
And he made youngins have heart. He made youngins have heart.
Yeah.
I remember when Quanell X, before he became a shyster, went on went on he went on TV and told Bill O'Reilly, when he told him, he said, if it is any good white people, kill them first before they turn back.
Uh-huh. But yeah, I remember back in the day when he was still with the Nation of Islam, Dr. Khaled.
Yeah, spitting that real.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. College used to spend a lot of time around your area, he was up and down New Jersey, New York, DC, California. He went out there. Man, Dr. College was everywhere. Dr. College was the shit.
As he was, I said, no, see, Dr. Khaled was starting to stand out. That's what it was. He was starting to stand above the crowd.
Yeah, he was. And hey, we don't never like to talk about it, but Minister Farrakhan got a lot of hate in his blood.
Mm-hmm.
Minister Farrakhan, a pure hater. You know, you hated on Malcolm, then you hated on Khaled the same way.
Yep. You know, he don't want that rising star among him. He don't. He don't want that. He wants that the spotlight to itself.
And of all the good things he do, he's guilty of one of the greatest sins of our community. Mm-hmm. Our elders not knowing when to pass the torch.
Yeah. I agree with that. I mean, he could have still been significant, but at least, give somebody an opportunity to step up and have a voice. But yeah, he wants to hang on to it until his last breath.
Look at what Khaled was doing. He was grooming Malik Shabazz.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted him to carry on because he knew he wasn't going to be able to do anything.
Right.
But you got to have that foresight. Yeah. You got to realize, look, I got this window to operate. After that, I need to be a consultant.
Yeah.
Man, people look at The Godfather, Lisa. Look at The Godfather, y'all. Mm-hmm. You can learn a lot of stuff from little gangster movies like that. I'm going to tell you why. Don Corleone sat back after he got shot, right? Come out, his son get killed, all of that. He broke a truce, then he quit and passed everything to his son. Mm-hmm. After that, that's when Michael started running things. But everything that Michael was doing, he was going back to his father ass.
Yep. Yeah.
He passed the torch. And he had passed it to all his. He had passed it to Santino first. He got killed because he was a hothead. And his next son in line, Michael, he ain't even groomed him, but he was like, fuck it. Yeah. So that's what we got to learn. We got to learn, man, you only got a window. After that, you become a consultant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, I do agree with that. Yeah.
And when you do it,
we're jealous of Malcolm. Yeah. You definitely can see that.
Exactly. And he didn't give Malcolm enough time to get old enough to do and find his students. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the also the tragedy of Malcolm X. He didn't get to finish doing his work and find his students, not the students like Farrakhan that he found for Elijah Muhammad, but the students that he was going to find on his own.
Uh-huh.
To continue his work. And that's what's so terrible about that. And the weird thing is, I mean, the thing that you can tell about when you do it a certain way, they pass it down. When you pass it down to the kids or pass it down to the next generation, they show you the proper respect and they come back and ask your advice before they make a move because they respect that you pass this to them.
Right, right, exactly. And you know what? Keith Newsom did a hangout on Farrakhan's hair, right? And I was sitting there, I was laughing. I was in the background listening to him screaming, getting all winded, yelling about Farrakhan's hair, right? So I had to go downstairs and because somebody had came to my door. So I went downstairs to get the door. I came back, his ass was still screaming about Farrakhan's hair.
What are you talking about Farrakhan for?
He's trying to say, you know how our people are. They try to and say you're not black because of certain characteristics you might have. And he went on and on about Farrakhan's hair. I was like, how the hell can you talk about somebody's hair this damn long?
This nigga still on that.
Yeah.
Look, is this nigga want to be over 79? So cause of your hair, I know a nigga named James White, older dude. James hair curly as a motherfucker, black as all out.
Yeah.
He's Hispanic. No, that brother ain't from nowhere but Seat Pleasant. His folks is from Southern Maryland. He ain't nothing but a dude from here.
Right. Now, how you gonna be screaming about somebody's hair for over an hour on a live stream?
He got wavy hair. He got wavy hair. Look at that. Look at his hair. It's wavy there. Do you know that can't happen? He can't be back. He got no hair like that. Look at my shit. My shit look like look like little shit stains up in my head. Look at my head. Look at this hair. I got to take painkillers to comb this hair. And you gonna talk about that.
LVC, I must have been gone away from the computer for like a good 45 minutes. And when I came back, he was still screaming about Louis Farrakhan's hair. Like, damn.
Right. Naja said it best. Face palm. This motherfucker is sitting here. So because your defense is my hair is so nappy that Louis Farrakhan can't be black.
Right.
No, nigga, you need to brush your shit. That's what this is about. This is about brushing your shit. He wasn't wearing that stocking cap with that sporting waves.
I don't think I had a hangout screaming about somebody's hair before. That's a new one.
That nigga sound moist as shit. Sound like he want to rub his hair, don't it?
Yeah, you may not want to go to islands. There are a lot of people that look like that.
No bullshit. They not black. Look at their hair. They something. They Native American. They the Mayans. Yeah. They the Mayans. They the Mayans, listen. That's who they are. They the Mayans. I told you I had a youngin tell me we not really slaves because he ain't see no slave ship. We the Mayans and we the real Native American. We the Cherokees.
Yeah, well, the elder said the same thing. He said, where's the evidence of the slave ships?
He should know. He got off one.
He's done a couple of videos on that.
I'm about to say, if that nigga know exactly where all them ships he got off was.
He's done a couple of them.
Yeah.
And he's done a couple of them videos about the slave ship.
Look,
slave ship.
I tell his dumb ass this. Well, then riddle me this, Batman. If you was a Native American, how the fuck did you manage to become a slave on the same land you knew better than the white motherfuckers that was visiting? Do that make sense? Lisa, how you will make me a slave in my house? Lisa, that's how I shut that down. I was like, oh, really? So you saying that they built Olmec heads and all that? Yeah. And they was all knowing and they been here the whole time, yeah. And then the white man came here and said, nigga, pick cotton. Huh? Nah, that's what you just said. You just said, ain't no slaves coming. You said the white man pulled a gun and said, nigga, pick cotton.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. And look, we couldn't run away even though we knew the land better than them.
Yeah.
Is that what you saying? Well, I ain't think about that yet. I know.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Nigga, this ain't, look, I ain't even had to open a book to shoot that shit. Nigga, you got to come with some shit that's gonna make me have to go into my toolbox. Don't come with no shit that I can shoot down without opening up a book. It's no way, no how you gonna make nobody no slave in their land that they know better than you. All the slaves would have just ran away.
Yeah. I mean, but there are a lot of people that put those videos out though.
It's a lot of people that don't know how to read, though, Lisa.
Yeah.
Look, and then they be conveniently skipping numbers. Like I heard one the other day. Look, 1789, they don't tell you this. It was native. I said, what they do tell you in 1619, they was bringing niggas over to that same spot where you talking about they had natives. Yeah, they took them off their land, brought them over here to try to make them slaves, and they died off.
Right.
It's a history of them trying to make native slaves. We know that.
Yeah.
But they had to take them off other lands and bring them here, and they died.
And we lived. We actually survived. We didn't die off as quickly as the natives. That's why they kept using us.
Yeah. They tried to take some natives back home. They all died.
Yeah.
Columbus killed so many of them that he left disease. They all died off. And that's why Haiti is black like that. Because they had to import all Africans.
Yeah. Yep. But these folks put these videos out, and sometimes I'll sit there and watch it, but I'd be nodding my head. I'm like, I can't believe these people are putting these videos out.
Listen, I be watching that shit after like 2 minutes. I got cut it off. I get so mad. Because I was like, man, I can shoot you down in 2 minutes, Slim.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not even like real. Like I said, Lisa, you ain't even got to go in your toolbox. This basic knowledge, this shit they teach anyway.
Right. Right. But see, when you do bring up those things, they just go silent. They go silent. They don't react.
Yeah, or do a bunch of circle talk. No, see, but what I'm saying is, but what you saying is wrong. But you ain't listening to me because what you saying is wrong. No, but see, look.
Yeah.
That's what you get. A bunch of old niggas giving you that jail talk.
Yeah.
Don't listen to these niggas. Seriously, these old commissary talk niggas. Don't give me this old commissary. Nigga, I don't want no Nutter Butters, and I don't want no can of tuna, and I don't want no oodles and noodles. Stop giving me this commissary talk, this prison jargon and shit. Nigga, you really believe that shit we were slaves, nigga? Yeah, what you mean? My great-great-grandmother was from Plum Point, Maryland. She said her grandmother was a slave, was missing an eater. You really believe that, nigga? What you mean, do I really believe that? She told me that. Nigga, I mean, that's what she said, but did she see the slave ship, nigga? Nigga, if you don't get the fuck away from me, nigga, I'm hit you with an elbow. Nigga, I'm gonna bust you. Nigga, why you gotta get violent, nigga? You don't even want to hear me, though. We was the real natives. You gonna tell me my grandmother was lying to me about Nigga, I should fuck you up right now. Seriously, that's how a conversation actually went with somebody, at least.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean, after listening to it for a while, you'd be like, how did you be on this earth this long and you don't know this stuff?
Right, Lisa, it make you mad. You be like, man, why are you drawing breath, Slim? You are
You're older than me, and you are sitting here saying something so inaccurate it's not even funny.
right. You be like, man, for real. I asked the Bama. I be asking mamas like that. I be like, man, being that stupid don't hurt. For real, right now, being that stupid, by now it should have got you hurt.
Yeah.
Seriously. Normally, when a motherfucker does, you ain't get hit by a car or, or bit by a chihuahua or mauled by a raccoon. You stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid shit like that should happen to you. This nigga get hit by a parked car. Listen, how you get ran over by a parked car? That's the type of shit these niggas can do, though.
Yeah. Yeah. And then all the other stuff. Oh, no, that ain't real. And that's not real. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, how close to this earth do you be looking? You know, because I'll hear people tell me things ain't there on this planet that are there. That ain't real. That's not there.
Nah.
And I'm like, yes, that is there. What are you talking about? You know, and after a while, I don't even go. Like you said, we are in the last stage of this game, and we still got to educate some of these people like they never been in a schoolhouse before.
It's like that.
Never picked up a book and read nothing.
Exactly. It's just like the people that was talking that Colin Kaepernick's a plant shit. I was like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah.
You wasted. You. Look, I told you he'd sell out. He accepted a settlement. What was he suing for? Money. Why was he suing for money? They took his job. So why would he settle for money? Ha ha! He's a sellout. Hold on, what? That 50 million ain't nothing. Hold up, what? NFL got a lot of money. So hold up, was gonna sue him to break the whole NFL? Nah, I wanted to know with the NFL who was racist. Hold up, so you don't know who racist? Nah. So is Jerry Jones racist? Yeah. Daniel Snyder racist? Yeah. Is Jerry Richardson racist? Yeah. Bob Craig? Yeah. Then why the fuck do you need a court?
You need to go to court just to find out who's racist.
Right, you know what I mean? That is that shit. Look, Lisa, niggas don't know. What is for real? I be like, God damn. Man, this stupid don't really look. You wasting so much time being dumb. You fucking up shit for your people right now.
Yeah.
Told you was a sellout. Nah, nigga, ain't no sellout. I feel her.
How is that a sellout?
Right. Vince McMahon asked him to come play for him. That nigga said, give me $20 million. Damn right. Charge that white supremacist. Fuck you, man. All you gonna do try to capitalize off me. I knew what he was doing. And Vince McMahon got the money. He a billionaire. Mm-hmm. Shit. Another racist white man on a football team.
Yep.
So.
That's all they are, is a bunch of old ass white men that are the owners of all them damn teams.
Right.
Bunch of old ass white men that even in their prime they couldn't play the sport.
Damn right. Look, my baby August told the truth. Conspiracy theories have replaced knowledge and information. Ain't that the truth? Yeah. Niggas talk about Colin Kaepernick an agent. No, Takashi 69 is an agent, nigga. Look, Lisa, I ain't know who no Takashi 69 was. I found out he was a rapper, right?
Didn't either. And then when I looked at him, he looked like a damn box of crayons.
Yeah, and I looked at him too. I said, "Oh, this is some little meth head white kid." Then I found out he was a white Mexican. I said, same thing. So look, they was telling about how he telling on everybody. Listen, Vlad TV, I think, is the police. He had this motherfucker snitch papers. Lisa, he told on everybody.
Wow.
He look, Lisa, he called, he put a hit out on Chief Keef friend, and Chief Keef man got shot.
Wow.
Then he admitted to it. Got the dude who did the shooting locked up, and he ain't gonna do no time. For what?
Yeah.
Lisa, that's like right. Look, Lisa, that's like look, me selling some cocaine to somebody, then calling the police and getting him locked up for buying cocaine.
Just like they locking everybody up over some damn weed.
Right. And everybody who get locked up, Lisa, is a young black dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Ain't no Mexicans, none of that. All black dudes get locked up.
Yeah, ain't that something? But yeah, you're right. You know, conspiracy theories have replaced knowledge and information. Yeah, that's why, you know, I'm doing my articles every day and I'm told I'm still a fraud. So go figure.
Right, exactly.
But somebody sitting up there talking about where's the slave ship, that person's more credible than me.
Exactly. Exactly. And he gonna spend all his time. Look, they just fucking with you. They didn't really put you on a slave ship and bring you over here. They just wrote all that down to. Hey, look, that's what I meant. I said, so hold up.
And all of those slave ports of entry,
right?
Landing in America, by the way, that ain't real. That nobody came there from Africa. Nobody came from the islands and Barbados and all them places to bring slaves in. Nobody did. Those ports are there just for show.
Hey, Lisa, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because the African people that's on that coast that live close to those slave ports, they still celebrate or commemorate. Now I don't want to say celebrate. Commemorate the taking of us.
Right.
So they like keep that's like sacred ground. They keep that shit in tip top shape. They take people on walkthroughs and say this is what our people had to go through to go to America and all over the world. So look, not only is the white people lying and writing down logs for no reason, them Africans over there claiming us and they ain't really got nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, these niggas just dumb.
Yeah, but you know, you tell them that they get angry with you.
Okay, shit. When they tell me that shit that they be telling me, I get angry with their teachers.
Yeah, but that's how it is. Wow. All right, LVZ, it was good talking to you.
Good talking to you too, sis.
Self on offer here, but we'll definitely do it again.
Bet. Yeah, hit me up. You know, I'm gonna be free this weekend, so hit the brother.
I sure will. All right.
All right, sis.
Comments. Y'all have a good night.
Night. We love y'all. Shalom.
Yes. Shalom, family. Peace.
Hey.